my dear God, this is how it's going to go.
It's going to go off the rails. Might as well start it.
That's right. And we already have.
Welcome.
So, welcome to the Live Fire Media Show, episode number 20. Joining us again is the pound for pound largest gun bunny in America, my friend Tony Simon. Always joined with the usual and fun and sometimes fuddy Hunter Elliott. I'm Dave from High Point. Why do you always flip me off when I say that?
Sometimes fuddy. What a
Sometimes
dick.
fuddy.
I'm all the time fuddy. Fuckface. Get that shit
fine.
right.
Fuck it. You're always a fud. Goddamn.
Yeah, you're a fucking whatever.
How much of this mic do you think I could put in my mouth?
Knowing you, probably a lot.
My record is to the about here.
Oh, God, stop. So, a couple quick random things that are completely un-gun related. Hunter, you and I talked about movies a good bit at random times. Tony, you and I talked about movies and shit at different times when hanging out. You guys know who Christopher Nolan is? Writer and director of like Oppenheimer, the Batman trilogy, Interstellar, Inception. Oh, you guys are killing me. Well, it doesn't matter. He's like an old school filmmaker. He refuses to use CGI or uses it as little as possible, so all of his shit's practical. His movies, for the most part, are pretty fucking good and awesome.
So hold on, wait a minute. If he doesn't use CGI and Interstellar,
I say it doesn't. I said uses it minimally as possible.
Oh, I didn't know if they really like. You're gonna tell me they flew to that fucking planet and it was really big waves and they had to develop all that shit for the movie.
No, minimally as possible. That was like probably his most CGI heavy movie ever. Was Interstellar, and like
So
the black hole rendering was very heavy CGI. But
really, that wasn't like fucking straight out of NASA.
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
My point being, and this still matters to everybody too, because I think I've talked to both of you guys about how in Australia, the Australians have removed Crocodile Dundee pulling his knife out. That scene, go, that's not a knife. This is a knife. They've removed that from the current, 40th anniversary release on disc. Removed it. Older Blu-ray versions, it's still there. And also the bit when he grabs the tranny in the bar, they are cutting that scene out too.
It's offensive.
But, well,
totally understand.
Australians are being pussies. Their government's being pussies. So the point is, Christopher Nolan said, is buy movies on disc, on formats. Buy older copies if you have to, but own that shit because they can't take it away from you. They can't censor it, And that's just an important thing because, behind me, those cabinets are all full of movies and shit. Blazing Saddles.
Well,
that's a movie.
It's not only movies. It's buy books. Buy books. Buy reference books.
Physical
you can't
copies.
change it.
Yeah, physical copies.
Yeah,
not
physical
just
copies of books.
Physical copies, yes.
I prefer my pornography on physical copies, like a VHS. So when I put it in the next time, I can remember where I stopped, and it just brings back this flood of great memories.
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but DVD players and Blu-ray players are the same thing. You put it right back in, the player knows where you left off at.
Oh, I was being facetious, you fucking moot, whatever.
No, Hunter really wanted to know because it was suspenseful whether her stepbrother helped her out of the dryer.
Really?
she keeps getting stuck in that dryer. Dryers are dangerous.
Dave mentioned
stepbrother help.
You really frown on product placement in this.
Oh my God!
I know I don't.
Yeah, we really frown on product placement.
Product placement. Yeah, I'm drinking a local Cincinnati beer, some lime infused. It's pretty good.
I always suspected you used a little light in your loafers there, Dave.
Dude, you don't understand or have a clue what the fuck I actually drink from time to time. You really don't.
I know what you gargle.
Oh my God. Oh, fucking hell.
You know when I first suspected you had a little sugar in your blood?
Let's hear it.
The first time I ever kissed you, you giggled. And I said, that boy right there, he walks on both sides of the edge.
And please tell me exactly, when was that?
That was SHOT Show 2006.
Yeah, right. Nope.
Behind the Hornet booth.
Was never there in 6.
Introduced the 55 grain VMAX.
It's never there in 06.
Nice.
I'm not denying you haven't tried to kiss me because God knows you certainly have.
Oh, I didn't try, baby. We was bumping lips like a couple blind men in a dark room.
He said you did it all for some Hornady Z. What is it? ZMAX.
The
V-Max.
55
Infinity Z-Max ammo.
I wanted him to call it the D-Max, baby.
Oh,
Today.
Jesus Christ.
He was 3 Zimas in.
I like those things, man. Zimas were fucking awesome.
Oh,
So good.
Yeah, he might be right. You do have sugar in your tank, bro.
I knew it was time when they-
Dude,
this
fucking
fourth
high
came
school,
up.
getting fucking Zimas, taking that shit to school. That shit was great, man.
Oh, you
Yeah, I heard.
shotgun them.
Yes.
Back right before we blew up our girlfriends with an airplane
God.
and rode on our
We were allowed to bring water bottles to school, like actual like store water bottles, and we'd fucking pour fucking Zimas in there.
You're a
Walk out of school
gangster.
drinking that shit.
You're a fucking
Oh,
gangster.
shut the fuck up. That's just what we did because it was cool. Kids nowadays wouldn't do that shit. They're too pussies.
Well, unlike you, I mean, kids nowadays don't want to watch the taste of cock out of their mouth, so they won't drink the Zima.
Oh,
You.
Jesus Christ.
These
Damn.
days, they savor it. Welcome to the show.
Wait a bit. I like you whole bunches.
Yeah, having you two intro together was
Oh,
probably not a good idea.
I should do a podcast and fuck Kawaka.
Here.
Was that some amateur photography?
Well, I did it for work, so I don't know. You call it what it is. I
Well-
shared this out on Reddit because I was shut up, Hunter. I'm not asking for your criticism. Shut the fuck up. What's funny though is I had you can see the Enforce light mount on 12 o'clock rail.
It's out of focus. Would you use a? Is that a mirrorless?
Yes, it's mirrorless.
Yeah, it's out of focus.
Okay. Anyways, optics mount on 12 o'clock. It had like started up shit again. People on Reddit going, why wouldn't you just buy some M-Lock slots and put it in the gun and mount it over there? And I replied to the guy. I was like, well, if you don't have M-Lock slots, if you just bought the gun and you have a flashlight and you have an optic, you have this whole length of rail at 12 o'clock, use that shit. And the guy still
What does he think he's going to do?
You can buy M-Lock, right? It's like, you can still buy M-Lock. Well, if you don't have to, why not? And finally, some other guy was like, putting light up there, it's pretty amby. I was like, yeah, it is. No shit, huh? It's just,
no shit.
It's just killing me more the internet dipshittery of because my favorite, Instagram star didn't do it. It's fucking stupid. And I'm going to argue it,
If you want to wade into that cesspool of internet dipshittery,
every day.
I've got a gaggle of fucking brain surgeons trying to defend the P320, shooting motherfuckers at random.
Yeah.
So,
Well, my issue with it is this. Every shooting, every incident now, people immediately blame the gun instead of incompetent people with the firearm. I'm like, every one of them is not the gun. They have a problem. They also have a problem with their social media and the word they're putting out. They're killing their brand by just handling everything incorrectly. They have multiple. If they found a fix for this tomorrow, they still have the fact that nobody trusts their stuff in the commercial world because that doesn't stop. And truthfully, it's starting to erode the military world because everybody's not in the guns in the military. But if they keep hearing it, they keep hearing about lawsuits, all of a sudden their confidence in their firearm goes to crap. And the military dealt with that when they switched over from the M14 to the M16.
yeah.
And people don't understand when you don't trust your firearm, that's a bad thing. And that's a $500 million contract. And let's not act as if that contract is not going to be hooked to that bullcrap Spear contract there. And that's a $2 billion contract. So this could be a $2.5 billion problem for SIG.
Dude, I honestly hope it falls apart just because of like the Spear is a joke. Like it's
the way they handle everything is a joke. And they're fighting in the last war with the rifle. What?
Yeah.
But here's the deal. If they want to nip this shit in the bud, there's a warehouse full of fucking Colts. All they got to do is spray a little CLP on those motherfuckers, and they can bang that 9mm out their asshole and have something worth having. Right?
Do you smell toast, sir? Are you having a stroke?
Hunter, stick your tongue out for me, man.
I'm trying to tell the truth. All them poor summits is going around with 9x19. Fuck, that's what my homeroom teacher used to punch holes in paper to put in your 3-ring binder. And it was pour it down.
I'm 100% sure that really happened. The
Today.
problem with the 1911s that they may or may not have, which I doubt, in the warehouses, they were built in 46. That was the last time they cranked out some new ones, right? On a mass. So that's the problem. They've been rebuilt, built, and rebuilt. That's why the Marine Corps went to new builds when they got the MARSOC, the MUSOC 1911s. They had so they had the builds. Yep, the first one. Yeah, the M45 actually, and then the M45A1. But they still had to go with new manufacturers because Marine Corps. I mean, hell, I was shooting in '88 when I was in the Corps. So it was still there, no matter. And by the way, if all your information comes from Wikipedia, the entire military didn't change over in one day.
Wait, it wasn't overnight change? What?
Yeah, it wasn't an overnight change. They didn't pull up and just started handing out M9s. Even when I got out, they were still at some front gates in '93.
So yeah, guys are still rocking M9s now.
More than likely, they haven't swapped out everything or every unit, I doubt. Yeah, but the problem is, well, their M9s would beat the shit. Yeah, so that was the problem. And then SIG took whatever bullcrap shortcuts they took because there had to be some. You don't have this many problems if you did everything right. There's something going on.
Well, all you got to do is give old Dimple Dick up here in West Hartford a jingle, and they can crank out a truckload of 1911s by in the morning.
Didn't they crank out 1911s for that M45A1, the crap that the Marine Corps got rid of in 18 months?
Did they get rid of them?
Yeah, they got rid of them and they brought in Glock 19s, Glock 19Ms.
That was a large step in the wrong direction.
Yeah, so what happened is their finish was jacked up and some other things were wrong. And the Corps finally was like, yeah, enough's enough. We can't keep this alive. So they got rid of them. Yeah, so Colt messed up the last 1911 contract they had with bad finishes and something else. I forgot what the other big thing was, but the Corps was like, yeah, this ain't working.
Well, they went from Cerakote to the ion bond.
Yeah, that was the first was the Cerakote.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you doing Cerakote, bro? Why are you doing Cerakote for dudes that will lick the paint off the side or something?
How important is the finish, really?
To make how important is the finish for a maritime environment? Probably pretty.
I think Cerakote would have been fine. The ion. I mean, here's the thing. I don't give a fuck if you coat it in unobtainium. It's gonna get wear. So, but if you got good feel, below the finish, the gun will be fine.
Well, that's also why the Marine Corps should have just shut it down and bought Glocks in the meanwhile, because Glock is the new 1911 anyway.
Glock. That's that right there. That's the main point I want to hit on. All of a sudden here is that, but literally, Glock is the next gen 1911.
Only so much as it's accurate and reliable. But it can also be argued the Glock has more in common with the 1911 than it does not. And a lot of those
100%.
And a lot of those reasons are why it's reliable. And if you look at like the recoil spring underneath the barrel, that's a John Browning original. If you look at the tilting barrel, the locking breech, all that is John Browning.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say the Glock is the most original thing in the world. I'm just saying at 2025, it is the next gen 1911. It is like the general go-to gun people want to get and tinker with. And now it's for the 1911, it's more hardcore guys or guys that already know the gun. But when you don't know shit, what are you getting into typically? You're getting a Glock 19 or 17, hands down. It doesn't even matter what generation at this point, or even if it's an actual Glock or not. It could be a other manufacturer gun at this point.
I really believe the Glock stepped in. Reason I believe it because I researched this just to bust Hunter's balls, and then some bitch agrees with me, which is annoying as hell. So, so the whole point of it was, I was like, simplistic design. They came up with something that wasn't revolutionary. Now, understand, John Browning did come up with something totally new, and what Glock did was just take his ideas and modernize them with material, with coating. But it is pretty much tilt barrel, spring, all that, location of the magazine release, all of that, John Brown.
Yeah.
And they brought in the modern material. They brought less parts, less maintenance, and it's there now. And everybody acts like 30 years later, 40 years later, like they have something better. The way they acted with the 1911. Oh, we got something better. Look at this freaking P-35. Meanwhile, it never lived up to the ruggedness or the combat. Well, it did in some ways. So many countries adopted it, but freaking Browning High Power is not a better anything, in my opinion, than the 1911, except capacity. But but I look at the Glock, and the Glock came out. It had capacity, it had simplicity, it had reliability, and now everybody copied what Glock is and doing some stuff better than Glock, but having a fully cocked striker. People go, oh, that's a great trigger. Yeah, but that's not a great trigger for many people in the military who barely qualify. Having something that light to shoot might not be a good thing for them, as Sig is finding out.
Well, you know, the 1911, are we talking about the 1911 trigger? Because that can be tuned to, you know, anywhere from the Glock trigger.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Glock trigger. The fact that it's at a good weight compared to when they try to have fully cocked strikers, like in the Canic, in the Walther, in the HK VP9. All of those things are great triggers for somebody that shoots guns and knows how to shoot guns or run competition. But when you bring it into a military or even law enforcement environment, these dudes lack the trigger discipline and lack the time behind, and even the willingness to put the time behind those guns to be as safe as they would be with a Glock with a dingus on the trigger comparative.
I mean, the other option
And I like
double action.
See, nobody wants to go. I truly believe double action, single action is a great thing. I watched, what is it, the GSBR group, Hoobers, whatever the name is, a whole bunch of Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to them, and they were talking about, whatever. They're a bunch of shilling assholes. And my name is Tony Simon, and I said it. So I'm watching them do a video on the M9 or the Beretta 92, and they're talking about how it doesn't make sense and it's really hard to shoot a double action, single action. And I'm like, these guys are Navy SEALs, and the Navy freaking adopted the double action, single action as the P226 in the early 80s.
Right.
And now these dingleberries are telling you that somehow it's impossible to run that. I'm like, you're morons.
I mean,
you're morons.
Don't get me wrong. My early 20s getting into handguns and shit. Yeah, my first thing I bought was a 1911 because I've always loved the 1911. I always will love the 1911. But I also liked different firearms as well. And at the same time, going from a 1911 to a DASA, I was like a 20-year-old dipshit going, this sucks. Who would want that? USP was my second handgun. That double action, I was like, this sucks. This is stupid. I don't want this crap. So when Striker Fires came out, I was like, wait, same pull every time like a 1911? Oh, hell yeah. I jumped on that gravy train, rode that shit for years, till I kind of got bored with it, honestly. And so I went over to CZ's booth because they were close to us the 1 year at SHOT Show, and I grabbed the P09, which is a service-grade pistol, double action, single action. And I was like, man, this double action is not that bad. And then consider after that, this is what I get. Fuck, this isn't bad at all. Like, maybe it literally is like maturity and wisdom, like in growing into yourself, going from 20-year-old to 30-year-old, it was like, fuck, double action's fine. Now, double action only? I might say fuck that. But DASA, though, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, I have two CZ75s, one from 89, one from 91. And they put it on, baby. I mean, they freaking work. Yeah. And mine, actually, they were double action, single action, but this is old school. There were no decockers for those.
Right.
So you load it up, rack it, and you got a single action gun. So I used to run it like a 1911 because it was less risky than trying to drop the hammer on a live round. Even though I figured out a technique to be able to drop it on a live round without setting the gun off, I still like the fact that it had that really good trigger, and I could hit whatever I was aiming at with it easily. Now, my 1911 that I had, this is when I first got out the Corps. I was horrible with that thing. Plus, it had slide bite. It would just chew my hand up. I mean, I actually had scar tissue for years on my hand from where that thing would just bang me up. And I didn't shoot another 1911 until, I started this iteration of being a firearms instructor in 2012. And we got that beaver tail grip safety and that thing is great. And then I just fired different guns over and over. Yep, and they work, man. They work. I like a 1911. Actually, I think a 9 millimeter, 5-inch 1911 is awesome for introducing new people to firearms, especially smaller, weaker people. Just
Okay.
introduce them to the gun, let them understand that it is safe to use this. It has a safety. It's a 115-year-old design. And living in Jersey, I have people that have never shot a gun before, so they're afraid. And when they can see grip safety, they can see thumb safety, they feel better. And I mean,
Yeah.
there's other ways to handle it, but as a great first step and something they can shoot easily when they have a good trigger, good sights, it's a win-win and not a lot of recoil because of the weight of the 1911. Now, I'm not telling them to use it as a carry gun, but if they want a nightstand gun, I say you put some time in, you feel confident, it's great. And I can't convince your grandmother because remember, my people that come to my events are between the ages of 10 and 96 was the oldest person coming to
Holy
my event.
shit.
Yes. And by the end of the event, she was running an AK. So I don't want to hear
Clarence was like your mom.
some bullcrap. Dude, it is awesome to watch that because it's like your preconceived ideas are out the window because we don't hold on to them. We throw them out because we actually host events every 2 weeks. And we have whoever shows up, shows up. So we have Muslims, gays, this, that, everything along the line in all sizes. And they just run the gun because many of them don't have a preconceived notion of what's good or what's right. And my guys, of course, are volunteers. And they shoot everything from, we had the DY9 from Rock Island, or Daria Arms, which was a $225 Gen 3 Glock clone with every bell and whistle you could think of, up to staccatos out the ass. And we had one guy, I miss him. He bring things like the Largo Alien.
Yeah,
I think,
shot
yeah,
that
you
in
met
a
him.
few years. Yes.
You shot it at our event. So
Yes.
we had guys bring $7,000 guns and $200 guns and everything in between. And people love it and people buy it. My last event was Thursday. And we had a lot of guns online. And one of the guys at the range said, hey, I got the brand new Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 carry comp. Performance Center carry comp.
Okay.
So we had that out and we fired over 200 rounds through that. And it worked. It ran. And we sold 2 there.
Nice.
2 people
nice.
left the range and bought the gun.
Bought that gun.
So when people tell me we don't sell guns, I'm like, they're full of crap.
Right. Try again.
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
we sell guns.
you had a comment talking about like introduce people at your events with the 1911, 9mm in particular, because it is the heavier frame. It's a metal frame gun, and run 9mm. Then it is already reduced in recoil without being compensated and all that shit. And it cracked me up. I was thinking that. I think it was today. I don't know. My last 2 days have been a shit show. And I was thinking about that. I was like, a couple years ago, everybody was going on the trend of building new metal frame guns, like M&P. Walther had one with the Q5 match. There's always been some iteration of a Glock metal frame gun. And I'm like, oh my God, you guys. I'm like, the people that shoot it, they're like, oh my God, this thing shoots so flat. I'm like, yeah, because it's fucking heavy. Duh. Heavy guns recoil less. Duh. Like,
It's amazing to watch people. Well, it's shocking and amazing watching people discover things that were the norm pre 1983.
Yeah.
This
Metal
was
frame,
every gun pre
high power, all
1983.
steel 1911. Like, this shit shoots smooth and flat and great. Yeah, because it's fucking heavy. Now it's like, wow, look at this.
The only
gun,
thing was different.
compensated.
Yeah, the other thing was alloy frame guns like the SIG P226 or the M9. They were alloy frame, but they weren't steel, but they were lighter, but still. I'm like, and then all of a sudden the polymer thing hit. And I know Hunter and I were around for it when polymer hit. And it was Tupperware. It was garbage. All the tactical Timmies were like, no, real men shoot 1911s, single stacks, yada, yada. Yeah, I know. They were overcompensating.
I'm right there with you guys with that shit.
But I have
I bought 1911. That's what it was. It was like 9mm for pussies. Polymer guns are for pussies. And then reality was paying for ammo in 45. I was like, it's just expensive. Look at that 9mm. That shit's cheap. I can buy a lot more of that. I'm like, hell yeah, fuck it. Let's try it.
Yeah, I went a totally different way. My second gun, after I got the 1911, my second gun was a 40 Smith & Wesson. You know what it was. It was a JCP. So I had the 40 Smith & Wesson High Point. because
Well, the
I
high point
like
has
starting
luxury.
shit.
Well, the high point has luxury of being polymer frame, but still heavy as fuck. So I mean,
And it has to be blowback operated at 40 Smith and Wesson.
absolutely more pressure.
But one thing it did with that horrific trigger, it taught me it doesn't matter if you use trigger discipline, trigger control, you pull the freaking trigger straight back, you'll still hit the target. So when everybody else is just so happy to hit steel at 100, I was actually shooting groups at 100 with my high point. And people were like, what? And I was like, yeah, dude, it's the same principle. So I was doing that. And because I was going to the range so much, I was shooting 40 cal. I was hitting the range 3 days a week. I was dry firing until my wife threatened to actually do me physical harm. She was like, God damn it, if you don't keep clicking that goddamn gun, I'm going to beat your black ass. So I stopped, not because I was scared or nothing. Just it was the end of that session. That's all. So, but I got good with it. And then when I got other guns, because I put time in, and also my other gun was a USP airsoft gun. And what I was doing with that, because it had that long USP trigger, the exact same trigger as a real firearm,
Yep.
and the
Long,
department, yeah. So corrections had that in New Jersey, and these guys would always ask me after I became a firearms trainer whether I can help them out to qualify. And I was like, look, assholes, I'm not taking you to the range and burning through 40 cal, you dickheads.
Right.
So what I have is an airsoft gun. What we're gonna do is your problem is with the trigger. It's not even recoil mitigation. It's you pulling the trigger and flinching and pulling it off target. Come back to my office. We'll set up the targets, cardboard box, same thing. We'll do stuff, whatever, and I'll show you how to do this. Or you can come to the house, or we can go to whatever you want to go. But it's $65 for an hour.
Fuck yeah.
And none of them wanted to spend the money to get better at their job that made them damn near six figures. I was like, I don't care, man. If you don't care, I don't care. But I was putting 200 rounds minimum through that airsoft gun a day. And I'd buy BBs, 15,000 rounds of BBs at a time. Right. So I got really good at it. And it reflected because it's marksmanship fundamentals. Mm-hmm. To the point when we had our range day, just to have fun, we set a 14-inch steel target at 200 yards, and we shot it with everything we had. I started out with my M1917 infield 30-06 bolt action that I gave everybody a little lesson on, and then standing, just offhand, I blasted that son of a bitch with it and goes, who's next? And then we went to everything, including one of the guys bought a Glock 45. Still in the box, straight from the store. He opened it and said, Tone, I'd like you to be the first one to shoot it. 8 out of 10 rounds on target at 200 with the gun out of box.
God, you got me beating that, man. I got
that thing was accurate as hell.
Yards of handgun. I mean, I can do it, but it's concentration to get one hit.
I was hitting at a gun con with the TSOS Night Stalker 1911 with, I think they had their Judge optic on it. And those targets were, yep, he was like 3 tables
like
down from
yards. Yeah, it was like 140 yards for that shit.
Half the mag, I was nailing it because he had to walk me in because 140 yards, he was like, you hit a little to the right, brought it over and just nailed it. And then I started looking for smaller targets. That's how cocky I got. That thing shoots, man. That TSOS thing shoots. I can't wait. They should be on the line tomorrow at range day over here at Goals. And I want to get some more trigger time. Plus, they got their MUSOC 1911 over there now in 45 ACP. So I want to check that out. Hopefully it kicks ass. And they have the JSOC also. So hopefully they have both of those there so I can get some video and browbeat Jared into donating to our diversity shoot.
Nice.
Because I know I can sell those 1911s to my guys because you can't build a clone at a reasonable price of those guns.
Right.
But those two guns are a great starting point if you one of those clone assholes that have to have everything just right. Great starting point with those if you're not worried about using the Colt. But if you just want to check that box of having a Marine Corps or Special Ops type 1911, sub $700, I don't know why you wouldn't use one of those and just shoot the hell out of it. I know Hunter was looking at him. I don't know if he ever pulled the trigger on him. I saw your interview with Jared over at TSOS, but I don't know if you actually.
Yeah, I talked with him. I sent him my FFL, and we exchanged a number of emails, and then he was just gone away. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but I'm not
gonna defend him. I don't know him, but I'm gonna say, dude, you know how busy I can get with shit. Fucking hit him up again.
Kimber got to him. Kimber got to him. They told him about you.
Because if he is, he's dead.
Kimber got to him. No, I'm just.
He's dead to you.
Oh yeah,
he's dead to you.
Yeah, there's very few things in this world I hate as much as I hate a Kimber.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to him and tell him you sent me over to ask for a free gun from him.
Do it. Tell him to call me.
Well, I thought you had like a newer contact with Kimber, and they wanted to like try and kickstart things with you again. And
yeah,
I thought you reviewed a couple things for him. I thought
I did. I did a fuck. I don't know. It was a revolver.
Yeah.
357
KS6. Yeah,
it was all right. It won't no fuck. It won't no Ruger or it won't no Colt. I'll guarantee you. But I mean, you know
who makes a smooth one? You know who makes a smooth revolver that looks just like that?
Who's that?
Diamondback. Their SDR, the Diamondback SDR with the 3-inch barrel is so freaking really smooth. Good. So we had it at a range day at SHOT Show. So I walk up, and of course they got a gun writer there shooting ahead of us, and he's just every round he's cocking the hammer back and missing the target. I think it was at 25. It was a reduced size IPSEC, so it's at 25 yards. And dude is just thumbing it. And I'm looking at him like, so as soon as he got the hell out of the way, I loaded it up and just double action. I started ringing the reduced size IPSEC for a gun that I'd never even dry fired. And they got video. As I'm shooting the 5th round, I was like, maybe I should have dry fired this first to see the feel of the trigger. And I'm just nailing. And it's just so very smooth that I'm actually going to talk to them to try to get one with us. Because some people want a revolver, and some of my older guys, they want to add one to the collection. And I know Diamondback isn't known. What was that?
What's the revolver? Oh, I found it. SDR.
SDR, yeah, self-defense revolver with a 3-inch barrel, full-size grip. I can't shoot the small one with the snubby. I have a hard time. I have to concentrate 100%. Everything has to be in the hitting the target with that.
I'm a revolver. I got 2 revolvers coming tomorrow for starting.
Nice. Who?
What's that?
Whose revolvers?
Colt is sending me an Anaconda in 45 Colt and a 4 3/4 inch single action Army.
Nice. And 45 Colt, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. According to FedEx, it'll be here tomorrow.
Hunter, I would say definitely check out this Diamondback. You know me, I'm not a revolver guy at all by any means. And Tony's one that dragged me over at GOS to check out this thing. And yeah, just playing with it, double action, single action. I was every bit as impressed with how smooth this thing was as the current new production Colts, like the Python, because I want a Python.
Really?
Yeah, very impressive what they're putting out with this revolver. Definitely check it out, dude.
So, my fat limping ass, I don't know if I walked it or was it when I was on the scooter because my knee was jacked up, but I went from Diamondback to Taurus to Colt to Smith & Wesson at the Great American Outdoor Show, doing nothing but doing the revolvers and then straight to the other one, then straight to the other one, then straight to the other one.
That's a haul because Diamondback is like here, everybody else is over here. You're at the far end of the haul.
I was doing the whole thing because I wanted to do nothing but pull the trigger on those, and Diamondback was right up there with the Smith & Wesson Performance Center.
Yeah, it's
the trigger pull.
It's pretty nice, Hunter. Just you want to check out something different.
I don't think I know anybody at Diamondback.
We can fix that.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, because I got Simon over at Diamondback, and he was like, dude, we really want to hook you up and work with you. Because our relationship wasn't rocky, but it was freaking funny as hell. Those are great guys over there at Diamondback. And I remember we did a podcast about one of their guns. and I couldn't remember specifics. So I went, so I'm at the Great American Outdoor Show because I go there, hand out my business card, give my elevator speech, and try to get people to donate stuff to us. And they did what Dave did. They were like, look, leave your stuff here. You can chill with us today. You can just leave your stuff here, come back. We got water and stuff. I was like, great. So I hung out with them off and on all day. And they were like, well, what podcast? And I was like, hey, Firearms Radio Network, Firearms Inside a Gun and Gear Review podcast. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that night they went back and actually listened to the episode.
Oh shit!
My guys trashed the rifle. said it was garbage. One guy was in Florida and he said he had the friends of the NRA and they were checking it out because it was a raffle or bid, auction item. And they were like, it was the most roughly built piece of stuff. It looked like it was from a third world country. And my other guy said the gun was crooked, the hand guard was loose, and he was in Washington State. And they just trashed the gun. And I was like, look, it's an American company. Maybe you got some bad examples. Who knows what you got? But I'd check them out. I came in the next day, hi, guys. And everybody looked at me like I just shit in a fucking punch bowl. I'm like, what? And they were like, anyway.
All right,
but they were cool. Well, there you go.
Come on.
I want to try it. Hunter, I know you hate him. I played with it a shot. I played with the NRA. It feels really good.
Yeah. You know what else feels good? A fucking enema, but I don't want anybody doing that while I'm looking.
Who says that feels good?
Have you never had one?
Hunter knows.
They're amazing.
Hunter knows.
Fuck yeah. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to get myself another one.
Oh, my God.
Hunter uses liquor, though.
3,200 Steve. Oh, God.
Go back to that MSRP, Dave.
$32.99.
Now, that's got to be in motherfucking pesos.
So
that gun was hollow and full of gold. The gold will lose its value because it says Kimber on it.
So check out the Bursa. Check out the Bursa double stack.
Mm-hmm.
The 2X11.
Yeah, I think it's
so. That's made here now. That's made in America. So I met those guys at SHOT, and
I thought you knew Ralph.
And one of my guys have one. One of my guys have one. He's running it, and I'm looking at Bursa as that company that people are going to sleep on because obviously you don't think of Bursa when you think of double stack 1911s or even 1911s.
Oh,
but
an update. Damn it.
I have heard no bad things about that at all. We had them at Train and Learn. They had a Train and Learn what's last year?
This year.
Yeah, 2024. Yeah, they had it in 2023 and 2024. They had the single stack. Now they got this out. What's the price on that?
$1,400.
Or are they pulling the six? Yeah, exactly.
No, $1,479. Yeah. I would like to try it.
I checked them out before. I checked out freaking Kimber.
I was digging it. I was digging a lot.
So I shot the Kimber. at NRA. But my whole thing with Kimber is your QC is weird. And to drop that much money on something just because it has your name on it,
right?
It gives me nothing. No, I don't owe you that. No one owes you that. You need to earn your reputation back, right. Whatever it is. And I'm not putting stuff on the line because I live in Jersey. We got people with money. People don't understand that when you talk about it. Everybody's not us. Everybody's not buying their first gun at 20. These are people that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s that got money and they're willing to spend it on a gun. But I'm not going to tell them, yeah, buy that Kimber for that much when that's right. This company here that's American made now. I'm like, why wouldn't you? They're new. They're running. Go ahead, man.
No, I said that's what my buddy Raph. I was talking to NRA about their 2011.
Yeah.
And he said that the people he'd sent some really early T&E samples out before its full production they were really enjoying it because he said everything is made out like kind of like hunters should appreciate, like tool steel, no MIM. Whereas like I know the Springfield, I don't know what's MIM in it, but I know it's got MIM parts in it, but I'm also not going to straight bash and say MIM is a bad thing. Not all MIM is created equal, but also I know I can wrench on a gun, so I will shoot this thing until MIM shit breaks and replace it with real tool steel shit. I don't care. But I know
or you could have just bought
Kimber
and been done with it. But
okay, what's Dan Weston got that I could have afforded the same price as that Is that Springfield?
DWX.
I do like DWX. That thing is badass, and I have 3
Is it
PO9s.
though?
I got Max
$2,000?
4. Yeah, it's like $2,000.
Yeah, it's $2,000. All right, yeah, no, the DWX is sweet, and the DWS Compact. Shot that too. Shot the DWS Compact, and I like them. But I don't have DWS money.
$24.99.
How much?
That's what I thought.
$24.99.
24.
That's a hell of a deal for that pistol.
No, I'm not saying it's not, but I also got this thing for considerably less than that. That's why
Yeah.
I bought this for price point, and because I'd shot plenty of friends that had them.
But
And
wait, you
we'll
shot
leave
a bunch of people that had the other gun? What?
Yeah,
I'd
he
shot
shuts them down,
several-
baby.
Several
Yeah.
friends have prodigies. I shot their prodigies, and they all shot really, really well. So I bought one. Yes.
I one
Probably
day.
friends from high school.
One day,
Probably
Dave.
them Zima drinking friends from high school.
We don't talk about that, Tony. We don't talk about that. Shut up.
One day, Dave. I'm
Go ahead,
gonna.
Hunter.
But it's you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad.
But you are.
No, I'm not mad. I'm just confused. I'm confused.
What are you confused about, man?
I'm confused how you've got such a wonderful
Here we go.
network of resources and yet still wade through gun crime. And by gun crime, I'm talking about that prodigy. That's a gun crime.
Nice.
I'm telling you.
Price, man. I'm cheap. Come on. Even when I get a deal, I'm still cheap.
Dave Kawaka.
What?
If I had your money, I'd burn mine.
What?
No.
I have what money?
Nice.
I have shit. I send 2 kids to private school. I have no money.
Why don't you do an OnlyFans?
That's where my money goes. Oh,
You got pretty nice nipple.
that's it. Oh, here you go. Here you go.
You know, I did the photo for them for that.
What
Nice.
photo?
The DWX.
These photos?
No. Hang on, I'll show you.
It's no. It is a badass pistol. But 2,500. I can't spend that right now.
Bro.
I'm sure I could get it for less, Hunter. I'm not arguing that, but it
I
still
mean-
wouldn't be. It still wouldn't be the same price as the Prodigy, though, man.
Do you know anybody that knows anybody at Colt?
Okay, fine. Here's the other thing. I really wanted a 2011. Bam.
I don't know if you can see that or not.
Hold on, we'll make you full screen. Oh God, dear God, not me. Jesus. Oh yeah, that shot. That was cool as fuck.
That's
Yeah.
pretty, man.
I did that. I swapped them that photo for a DWX.
That was the DWX with you were doing the. What were you getting the sparks from?
That Chad's behind me. It's on a steel table, and he's got a fucking grinder.
Grinder. Yeah.
And I was holding the shutter open for like a third of a second,
Right.
and I
Nice.
just used one little clamp lamp for lighting, no strobes.
No, that was cool. That's a cool shot.
But I'd have give $2,400 for it.
I mean, hey man, fucking cool.
It
That
shoots
thing-
nice, man. It shoots real nice.
Did I tell you what I just bought?
What you just bought?
Yeah, I'm gonna show
Sorry,
you.
2x4. The 2x4.
No, I'm gonna give you a hint.
No. No, yeah, the 2x4.
Look at my single shot shotgun.
Jesus.
Look, we're gonna start here.
This is Hunter showing off his custom 1 of 1 or 1 of 2.
1 of 1.
Okay, well, I because you had Larry had one. Larry Case got one, but
Yeah,
okay.
but it's different.
Okay, so Tony, what you're looking at here is
That's
a
good.
custom 1 of 1 Savage Arms rifle in 220 Swift.
With a 30-inch barrel.
With a 30-inch
3-inch
barrel.
barrel.
It's a
Right hand,
Yeah,
right
what-
hand bolt, left hand eject.
Nice.
the damn ejection port is on the wrong side.
No, I think that's cool as shit. Actually, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
No
Nice.
problem with it, single feed.
I finally got them to build me a rifle like I wanted. It took 2 years, and I had to suck 13 dicks every year.
I was gonna say it's not bad. 2 years isn't bad. The 13 dicks part, that's your call, man. Whatever makes you feel happy about it.
I always heard it's not gay if you don't love it. So my buddy,
No comment for that.
I'm sorry. You know my buddy Zach, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
he hooked me up with this dude at Night Force. So I'm gonna commit a faux pas, and I'm putting Night Force optics on this. It's not gonna be Leopold.
It's nothing wrong with Night Force. It's good shit.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Is it Leopold?
I'd say, well, okay. Going off brand recognition, I
No.
would say yes. It's just as good,
Oh, okay.
but it's well, because the tactical, like as Tony would call them, the tactical Timmy community have been like, oh, Night Force, oh, is it really? I don't know. I've only used them on demo guns at range days and shit. I've never owned one, so I can't really say personally.
I'm gonna try them out and see what's what. I don't know fuck all about Night Force.
I mean, all I can tell you is it's high end shit.
I can tell you what it is. You may know.
Probably not.
Um,
LPVOs. That's all I looked at was their shit. LPVOs.
it
And
is.
this comes from the guy who runs Vortex and Swamp Fox. So,
Yeah, right.
and they get the job done
Gideon
too.
Optics.
Yeah, fuck yes, Gideon's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gideon.
yeah, Gideon on this thing right here.
ATACR 7x35 by 56 F1 is
Yep, the scope.
yeah. So
Cool.
it is first focal plane.
That's cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah. Night Force didn't do a lot of first focal planes up until just relatively recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I don't understand. But it's mil radian, so there's some math involved. But I don't know. I feel kind of like Judas not putting the Leopold. But I won't mention it to Sean at Leopold. I won't never tell him, and he'll be fine.
I think I own one Leupold on a 22 match target rifle. That's it. It's like a 3 to 9. Nothing crazy.
I need to learn to shoot through, magnified optics because I don't know how. I have I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, okay, I can put it on, but I can't call the shots. I don't know how to do the math.
Man,
so I have
if I can do it,
what do I have? Savage?
anybody can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fair point, Hunter. If you can do it, anybody can do it. I'll agree with that.
Well, I was talking to Buck Doyle at SHOT Show, and he was like, "Come out, man. I'll help you out." Another jarhead. And he's like, "Yeah, we'll teach you." And I'm like, "Okay, you ain't getting my fat ass out in the desert anywhere. You got to be out of your mind. I'll go in the desert when it's cold. I ain't going in the desert when it's hot. Y'all crazy.
Yeah,
I'll get where you at. I'm fat, dude. I'll burst in a flame and burn forever like the eternal flame. I'd be like Kennedy's fucking grave. No, thank you, sir.
It's dry heat out there, brother. It ain't bad.
Nah, you ain't fooling me, man. I ain't going on a boat trip either because that's how we got here. And you ain't fooling me into going into the desert.
You telling me you wouldn't go on a boat trip with me?
I ain't going on no boat trip, dog. I'm sorry.
My God.
What if it was a real nice boat?
My mama,
Rusty's
my
got a real nice post, man.
my mama called me up 2 months ago, and hey, the family's going on a cruise for family reunion.
Oh God,
you interested? I was like, no. She was like, not even no. You don't even know where we're going. Don't care. No. I'm not getting back on a boat. I'm just figuring this whitey trying to trick me to get me back to Africa. You ain't getting me.
Oh my God, that's fucking awesome.
I've been to 4 countries in Africa. It's not bad.
Yeah, where you live at now?
Oh, I ain't gonna move there. No,
I did. I want to hear about that shit.
There's not a tremendous influx
fuck.
of women that's readily available where I was at. So I might have stand around and pull my pud, and I do that already. At least here I got options.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm already married, so I'm good with the women thing.
Oh, well,
and I got a state job. So if my wife and I don't work out, I'm heading to a third world country that I could actually, and I'm marrying an inappropriately young woman just so the state can pay the pension out for the next 70 years because I'm a bitter bitch.
Dave, is that
Yes.
weird to you?
Do what?
I was thinking out loud. Smells weird.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh.
He said it smells weird.
Is that because
What are you
mixed
drinking,
tequila
Hunter?
with bourbon?
Something
Oof.
give me.
He's usually drinking tequila, mezcal usually.
Single malt bullet.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I did Bullet Bourbon. Didn't like it. Just that, didn't like that brand.
The
Yeah, I
orange
drank
label.
other.
You don't like the orange label?
Nope. Because I was trying, right? I'm not a heavy drinker. I'm not a big drinker at all. So I was checking it out because Kevin Dixie and those guys got me into drinking bourbon with a cigar. That's how I came in, that pairing. So that's what I stuck with. So I'm checking out different things. I talked to the guy at the it's more than a liquor store. It's one of those stores that actually has assistants know what they're talking about, and I talk about pairings and different kinds of things. And I was like, yeah, I want to go through stuff to check it out and learn it. So I went through the course of Buffalo Trace because it was all popular, the Blantons, and then it got ridiculous because of goddamn Keanu Reeves movie. So that just stopped being an option. Angels Envy, checked out a company called Smoke Wagon out of Vegas. Tried Bullet because everybody was talking about Bullet, and I really settled on the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. I actually like that.
If you want a really good bourbon, try Old Forester 1876.
I just had some downstairs in a Manhattan, which I confused because I should have freaking gotten old fashioned. Oh my God.
Don't mix it.
Yeah, old fashioned or Manhattan or old fashioned?
I got a Manhattan with that in it.
Okay,
I'd never had one because I misspoke. I should have said old fashioned, right. And I got that horrific drink and suffered all the way through it. But it's on an empty stomach at 4:00 after not having eaten anything all day. So I'm buzzed up like a champ. And then we went out and got cigars. And what the heck did I drink? With Sean. I got what Sean got, which is also a mistake. I was making bad decisions. What the hell is this? Michter's bourbon, small batch.
I have no idea. I don't do bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Hunter,
yeah,
look
Michter's small.
Hunter, look up. Hunter, look up.
Missioners. Yeah, that's not bad. Fucking Eric Mueller bought me some.
So I drank one of those straight on an empty stomach while smoking a cigar, and I'm lucky I text you in English, bro. I was like, I'm gonna be running late, bro.
That's fucking awesome. Oh my God.
Dave, I missed earlier. I meant to say 1870. I'm sorry. Old Forester 1870 is a really good one.
I mean, I'm not going to try.
They gave me the choice of two of them. You don't do bourbon? I just tasted rye for the first time. That was interesting.
It's a little warm.
It was different.
Rye was a little more. My understanding rye was a little more acquired taste.
It's got heat to it as compared to bourbon.
Yeah,
I like it fine, but I like to get my heat from the corn.
Sorry, I'm simple. I like my vodka. I like tequila. I like cognac, which some people find odd. I like cognac, but I don't do bourbons, whiskeys whatsoever.
Well, I've noticed you usually at SHOT Show, you usually got a handful of airplane bottles in your purse.
What?
I've noticed at SHOT Show, you normally have a number of airplane bottles in your purse.
Do you feel better now?
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, is this not English we're using here?
I'm glad you feel better now.
I'm gonna love you.
Mm-hmm. I love Hunter that he thinks he speaks English. You speak Southern, bro. Totally different.
My old lady's from Los Angeles. A lot of times she's like, do what now? Do what now? Do what now?
What now?
You are NC Good Old Boy at its finest.
Well, you know what?
You from North Kakalaki?
Yeah, I'm outside of Raleigh.
So am I. I'm out of Virginia, but outside of Raleigh. That's where I went to get school clothes my entire life. What was the name of the mall? Green. What was the name of the mall in Raleigh? The big mall.
Crabtree.
That's where I used to buy my. Yep,
Yeah, huh?
that's where I used to get clothes at school
I
shopping
know
there.
where's that. We used to go there and
Yep.
make some people get their school clothes. Poor bastard here getting his school clothes.
Oh,
My mama made my school clothes. That was real cool.
yeah, dude. Because me and my brother used to make fun. Me and my brother used to make fun of the hillbillies and homemade clothes at the mall, laughing in the corner for no reason.
It's probably we'd take a feed sack and cut a hole in it for your neck and stick your arms out. But I was brave. I didn't wear no drawers in mine. It was like a kilt. A little ding dong poking out. It's fine.
Oh my god, it hurts.
Oh,
shit. That's.
I don't know what's the matter with y'all, but
right.
I'm ashamed of both of you. Especially you, Dave.
Hunter, I'm seriously disappointed you're not going to join us this weekend in Knoxville for Goals.
For what?
Because Goals, Gun Owners of America, their show, Goals.
Everybody and their aunt's got a fucking gun show now, don't they?
I know they do. It's not wrong. It is a little, I don't know, bit much to a degree.
It's in where? Knoxville?
Yeah, Knoxville, Tennessee.
No, I got to change the air in my tires on my truck next Saturday. Sorry, I can't make it.
Well, again, you're gonna miss out.
So-
I'll be there. Tony's already there.
Oh,
Yeah, what was that? Gun Owners Advocacy and Leadership Summit. Jesus.
whoa! I hope it's a bunch of fucking seminars you got to attend, and they got a test at the end. Can I go?
They have those because Tony's speaking at a one of their bits. Tony, I'm speaking Sunday
Yeah, I'm
morning.
speaking.
You know that?
no, really
I'm
cool.
speaking Sunday morning. Yeah. Apparently, it's for like manufacturers. So we're announcing a thing we're doing. 10:45 Sunday morning. I just found out like yesterday because John called me.
Hey,
Hey, you got a video? I was like, what video? He goes, for your presentation. I said, what presentation? He goes, 10:45 Sunday morning. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, you know the thing we're doing? I was like, oh, that carbine. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. He goes, yeah, you got a 30-second video and you're going to talk about it for a minute. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about?
Wow.
He's like, you should know. I'm like, I know nothing. I hang up with him and I went, Kara, what the fuck is this about? And she goes, I have no idea. What is it? What is John talking about? Like, oh, fuck. So today I shot some Honey Be Proud, shot some B-roll, too much B-roll. Just to give me a good 30-second video. What's that?
Can't have too much B-roll.
Well, difference is you know what you're doing. I don't.
Well, whoa. Whoa. Don't accuse me know what I'm doing.
I know. Look at my video quality. Look at your video quality. Yeah, so we're back to that again.
Quality and me, that's a juxtaposition. I'm sorry, Tony. That means two words that don't go together, like jumbo shrimp.
So no, in the end, I shot some B-roll, so I've got a video put together.
I know that motherfucker threw a fan belt by using the word juxtaposition.
Exactly. Oh.
Okay, so seriously, Hunter, you need to come to GunCon next year and probably Goals as well, because this you're missing out more of this right now, what we're doing. You're
no fucking way. Like more than like days of this?
Days.
Well,
yes.
You know what? Unfortunately, I'm gonna have a fucking colonoscopy every fucking year right around GunCon.
Get fucked.
So unless Dave, you want to do a little exploratory finger banging, then maybe I can pass one.
Get fucked. Jesus.
Hey,
I love Hunter trying to play it off.
I know, right?
Did I say two fingers?
He's really, it's FOMO. He's got FOMO, man. That's really what it is.
No, what it is you damn know fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. FOMO. How clever.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
you go to NRA this year, man. What'd you go to? You went to SHOT. What we fucking do, SHOT Show. God.
I like SHOT a whole bunch.
I know. No, writers, media, you guys always have a good time at SHOT. Rest of us,
you know where I say, you know where I like to go? I like to go to Gun Sight. That's where I like to go.
Okay, that's cool.
I go to SHOT and Gun Sight, and then fuck the rest of the dumb shit.
Of course, you go to Gun Sight. That's where they have the nursing home for all you fuds. Y'all have tapioca and shit and soft food. I totally get it.
Slaying that old pussy too. That hey, You come in today and get a shooting lesson. You come at night and get a fucking lesson.
I'm sure.
I'll be like, here's how you do it wrong. Turn around. I'm gonna show you how it's done right. The next thing you know, you
smelling
all the time, follow me around, buying me shit. I got you a new Diamondback double stack hunter. Let's go on a boat ride.
whole place is full of sensible shoes, Ben Gay, and AARP
I
cards.
fucking love it. I love it. It's you can't go out there even with your eyes closed and not see 12, 1911.
All I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong.
You got
except bedtimes at 7.
I'm telling you, it's the promised land.
It's the promised land.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It is. Matlock starts at 6. Bedtime's at 7. Everybody sleep. 4 o'clock wake up call. All of y'all walking the mall.
We damn you sit around there. I've drank more bourbon at Gunsight on accident than I've drank tonight on purpose. I'm trying to
I totally believe it.
Them old motherfuckers know how to get down.
Yeah. Once you face the elephant in the mountains of Korea, nothing scares you off.
Man, I faced 3 gorillas in the jungle of the Congo, and one of them motherfuckers is still texting me. Like right now, what you doing? You think I'm joking?
And see, that's why I stay away from Africa. And that's why I stay away from Africa.
Away from boats.
See, that's a myth. That's a misconception. It's not as bad as they make it out, but it's worse than you might think.
Oh,
wow.
I
haven't had this much fun since my father's memorial service.
Nice.
He had cancer. Luckily, it was really slow. He suffered. Oh, I sure do like you, Tony, even though you're a bit of an asshole.
I'm more than a bit of an asshole, but hey, that's cool, man.
Well, I'm trying to be G-rated for the 4 people that are listening to this.
Well,
no, I'm one of them, so only 3.
My mom will listen to it twice.
And at this rate, hell, Tony's been on 2 times in a row now because we didn't record the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Were you on last Tuesday or Wednesday?
The night you bailed out. That was the last time I recorded, and it was just me and Tony.
That must have went way better, huh?
Oh, definitely. Much more intelligent conversation.
Okay.
Well, I won't never miss a fucking other one. How about that?
Oh, sure. I'll hold you to that shit.
My whole goal is to make this worser.
Worser?
Nice.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
Than worse.
Mission accomplished.
Fucking Dave. Mr. HK over here.
Oh, here we go. Go with the HK insults.
No.
I got Springfield here, Beretta over there, M1, yeah, Mr. HK, yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, the thing with HK is, I mean, they made a much more superior freaking 45 ACP firearm than that 1911. They definitely did that with the Mark 23. Then they did it again with the USP 45. And then they banged it out again with the what was it?
P2000.
The HK 45. Yeah. They got it right.
I'd rather have a picture of a fucking Colt than the keys to the HK factory. Okay, fuck those stuck up motherfuckers. We're HK because fuck you.
They're not stuck up. They're cool as shit. I told you at SHOT Show multiple times to go see him. Talk to my buddy Tommy over there because they're not stuck up. They're cool as shit.
Those I'll never get over the fucking magazine advertisement. With the
dude.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
And then 2, because we're HK and we hate you. They got all this shit out there. Like, you got all these fucking cool guns. No, you can't buy it. You got to be law enforcement.
You know, name one you can't buy right now.
Do I look like someone that knows the model numbers of fucking HK?
There you go.
I don't even know what HK stands for. Okay?
What are you bitching about?
It's fucking high karate or some shit. HK. Fuck those fucking fucks.
Heckler and Koch, dumbass.
Thank you.
Oh. Oh, okay, that's what it meant. I thought it.
Oh God.
I thought
Oh, God.
HK meant higher than Colt,
Oh,
but hey, I don't spell so
Yeah,
good.
the German is spelled different. K versus C. Yeah, higher than Colt.
here.
Now
Just-
you can be Pouty Hunter, but the USP was designed after what? What gun?
After 1987?
No, I'm talking time frame. I'm talking about what model. The USP was designed. It was specifically looked at one particular design. What was that design? Come on, Hunter. It's your favorite
I mean,
design.
I'm sure the answer is 1911.
There you
Yeah, I don't
go.
know. But here's the thing. Flattery is the most sincerest form of. Wait, I got that fucked
All
up.
right. Yeah, get it right.
Yeah.
Watch you mess that one up. Woo!
I'm just pointing out, man. Yeah, it's 1911, man. That was the basis for the USP. All of its controls, everything is because USP was so well known, or 1911 was so well known. So the USP was designed after
Well,
1911.
how did they get it so damn wrong?
Are you kidding me? They made it perfect. Okay, I'm fucking with you there.
So
I don't
actually,
believe that.
no, but you do know Larry. What's his name? Larry Vickers went over because they got with the guys from Delta and they wanted them to build a 1911 HK to build a 1911. And
I thought
HK
when
was
Vickers
like,
got involved, that was the HK-45. I thought.
Now you realize conjuring up Larry Vickers' name is the exact same as referencing a Wikipedia article.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you mean by that.
It's not really. It doesn't really carry a lot of weight. You know, Larry Vickers.
I like Larry Vickers. I know against him.
He's kind of I want to put this very delicately. He's a fucking pompous.
That's what you're known for.
Okay.
What's finding being pompous ass? I mean, I don't care if he's a pompous ass. You know,
He's a pompous ass.
that's fine.
And
Inside, yeah.
so that regardless of his natural born ability or what he's learned, being a pompous ass, in my opinion, it really degrades any particular validity of your opinion.
Maybe I just dealt with enough YouTube. Yeah, I just dealt with enough YouTube people. I just don't give a shit.
Now I laugh at when Larry Vickers went. Hey, remember this? Was it the NRA?
When he got
NRA, Larry Vickers.
I thought it was Shot Show.
Yep.
When he had the meltdown at Ruger. Yeah,
I was there.
That was pretty funny.
I watched them fucking escort him out of the Ruger booth.
Yeah, don't you know who I am?
Yeah, I know who you are. Get the fuck out.
And that was funny to me. I laughed out loud at that because it's like, bro, if you have to say, "Do you know who I am?" No, they don't know and probably don't care.
Yeah.
It was the morning of the day one SHOT Show, and he's trying to clear out half the booth to do a video. And
they do that.
Yeah, the powers that be were like, "We're not doing this now." And then, you know who I am? Yeah, get the fuck out.
But to go on that, Tony, though, it wasn't just him. I thought it was Vickers and Hackathorn both went to HK.
Yeah.
And
Vickers and Hackathorn
developed the HK-45.
No, Ken Hackathorn's a 1911 man. I just shot with him 2 years ago at Gunsight. He's still.
You're right, but he still was involved in development of the HK-45.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure that whatever they pay you, you'll do it.
So, and I totally understand that you shot with Ken Hackathorn. He was probably the youngest dude there.
I was the youngest dude there, and then my cameraman was the third youngest dude there, and then the rest of them were well seasoned.
The reason they all love the 1911 is because they went to high school with John Moses Browning. That's their boy.
Greatest gun inventor in the planet ever.
Not going to say he isn't.
So
yeah,
right next to Eugene Stoner.
Yeah.
Like here's Browning. No, Eugene Stoner did one gunner. Loved AR.
What?
Really?
One? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
One.
What else?
Kidding me?
What else is he renowned for? Like the AR?
Dude, you know the AR-18, how it's in like every other fucking semi-auto rifle and full auto rifle.
Right.
Every one of them. All
Right.
of them.
So
everything else is based off of his shit.
Right. The AR platform.
So how's it different than Browning with 1911 and everybody copying a Browning
the AR-18, the Sonar 63,
but
all that stuff is still being used today.
Those are all very similar operating systems. You look at what John Browning did from the A5 shotgun to the 1911 to the BMG, and all points in. But he spanned handguns, rifles, and shotguns, and they were all perfect. I'm not taking away from Stoner. He doesn't have the repertoire that Browning has.
Also, AR-7, that was Stoner.
But they're still
and
all,
and he designed one of your gay ass pistols that Colt screwed up somehow, which is the Colt All-American. That genius piece of equipment they messed up.
I've refrained from making fun of really cheap ass piece of shit guns like Bursas out of respect, but I feel like I'm deciding that maybe this wasn't a great idea. Perhaps I'm just going to say what I was thinking when you pop that Bursa on the screen. I'm like, wow,
oh god,
who carved that out?
Bursa still outsold the Colt All-American.
Oh yeah, the Colt 2000, yeah.
But still, a blind hog picks up an acorn every now and again.
Let's see.
I love Colt. All-American 2000. Hold on. Double Eagle. How about the Double Eagle? That genius move.
Go.
But
all of a sudden he's Porky Pig.
Are we gonna? Okay. What about the Bursa? What was it? The Bursa Thunder 380?
Oh, I don't work for Bursa. I can give a shit.
It's
still outsold the Colt All-American.
Well, my point is, all manufacturers have had guns that didn't do so well. But I guarantee you could go to about anybody in the damn free world and go, "Have you ever heard of Colt?" Yes. They're a household name, and there's a reason. We're not talking about this shit. Well, finally, someone on here with some fucking intelligence I can argue with instead of talking about who shot first, Han or Guido.
I'm not shot first, by the way.
So, yeah.
Hey, Hunter, I know you feel good about this. I just got an email August 1st. Timber has a stainless Hunter out, man. The stainless target. They put the stainless target up.
You got my name on the side of it? Because I'm gonna text my lawyer.
No, I'm sorry. It says stainless target, not stainless Hunter. I was just busting.
Damn.
It is funny. I wish it would say that. Oh God, that would be the best.
I don't have to stock in Kimber, which is worth about $7 fucking.
So my whole thing with Kimber was it was like the same dude that's running Sig ran Kimber's whole reputation to the ground. Yeah. And now he's over at Sig going, watch I do it again.
I wonder if he's just some anti-gun motherfucker. It's like, I'm going to go from gun manufacturer to gun manufacturer from the inside and ruin
Why not?
I mean, it's certainly plausible.
I mean, he did hire Tim Kennedy for the next debate last year, too.
God, there's that, too. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Jesus.
I was like, what could they do worse? What could they do worse with the PR of the SIG P320 now? I'm like, bring Tim Kennedy on as a spokesperson for it after they make their improvements.
Yeah, say it's not broken.
Yeah.
It's fine. Jesus.
It's not broken.
I don't know who Tim Kennedy is.
You're not missing out then.
Am I? I don't know.
It's really funny because I met him at SHOT Show at a USCCA party, another company that hired his anti-gun clown ass And I know there's people out there, ooh, Tim Kennedy would beat you up. You want to see the video of me and Tim Kennedy actually having this conversation? He's a liar, but he isn't a madman. And I've had my ass whipped before, so really taking an L is taking an L.
It ain't nothing.
That's something happens to grown men sometimes. They get their ass beat.
Fuck, I love it. I'm like, hit me again,
like,
motherfucker.
yeah. Hunter's like, oh yeah, that's all you
Kick
got.
me in
Come on.
the junk. Dave pinks my
Kick me in the willy.
No.
Kick me in the willy. Kick me in the willy. So because Tim Kennedy, Rangers, Special Forces, then Rangers, MMA guy. He was actually an MMA dude before.
Wow.
And then after he got out, he got on TV shows and stuff, and he just kept exaggerating his awards, exaggerating the missions he went on, and they just kept growing to the point that he was like, I won a Bronze Star with a V for Valor. Well, no, he didn't win a Bronze Star for V for Valor. He won a Bronze Star for leadership, not valor. And then he was going, oh, I've got Purple Hearts. He did win a Purple Heart. And then he wrote a book, and he put all of his exploits in it that were fiction. And one of the podcasts, one of the Vet Bro podcasts, they just took it apart and went, because again, this is Tim Kennedy talking about the global war on terror. Everybody's still alive, asshole. So they had no problem going and interview people that he was supposed to have served with. And they were like, we didn't do that. We weren't issued that. That didn't happen. Like they found the receipts, and that's when the whole screw turned on him earlier this year. And it was just all of a sudden USCCA said they're not working with him. Other companies dropped him. Now, me, my personal, as a Second Amendment advocate, my issue with it was when he was on with One Nut, the bicycle rider, and he said 18 and 19-year-olds shouldn't be able to own firearms. And I'm like, how were you in the military and you somehow think dudes that ran belt feds and tanks shouldn't have the ability to own firearms? The Second Amendment doesn't cover them. And he said a lot of other stupid anti-gun stuff. So that's the question I asked him when I met him face to face. And I said, hey, before you answer, I do podcasts. I'm not trying to play I got you. And if you say no, it's cool, but can I record your answer? And he said yes. And then he went on to say he loves the Constitution, loves the Second Amendment, and he believes people should be blah, 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 blah. And just 180'd it. But then at later things, he said the same crap again. And then he went to work for a company as one of their spokespeople, front cover of the freaking website. That their thing is you can hire them as an FFL and they will check people's social media to see if they should be able to own firearms based on their social media posts.
Jesus.
Wow.
That should be allowed, you know. What the fuck?
You know,
it's a private company and not the government, so.
Yeah. I have to think when we're considering the well-regulated militia talked about in the Second Amendment, which is the citizens of the state. Yep. There was a blue mean in them that was absolutely not even 17, 18, 19. You know, you think back then when they were forming the militia, which I know y'all know, but for the record, it's not the National Guard. Right. That's a government organ. The militia were the citizens, organized by the citizens to be that last stand against the shit show. Yep. There were kids there probably 15, 16 years old. And so
many of them.
Anyone that would stay, and here's how I know somebody's full of shit. I support the Second Amendment, but
yeah.
Right.
But. So you say but, fuck you, get out.
Yeah. Whoa. Hold on. There's no but, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Nope. I feel like they ought to have vending machines on the road where you put $100 in that motherfucker and get your Kimber 1911 double stack. You know, overpaying a bit, but that's what you get for fucking vending machine. Nevertheless, you know, there's a lot of people that I feel like tiptoe around in order, once they gain a modicum of popularity and people are noticing them, they want to get a little more mainstream. So they're like, well, look, I'm a gun owner, and I think everybody should, but you know what? We don't need weapons of war, so we shouldn't issue an AR-15. You know, I was only in the Marines for 4 years, But I can tell you in 4 years, you know what I never saw? A fucking AR-15. And I fucking looked. You know, I mean, so don't give me that shit. The AR-15 is nothing different than the Mini 14 or, you know, any semi-automatic rifle in a moderately underpowered car. I love the 223, but you know, if you want to scare me, get something with in bolt action and 300 Winchester Magnum,
Right.
or 300 Weather Magnum, where somebody with a little bit of skill can kill you at 900 yards.
Yeah, that's scary.
You know, I mean, you got some fucking Yahoo with an AR at 900 yards. He's lobbing that shit in and you're catching it. Yeah, I got you bullets, fella. So, of course, you probably shouldn't say that now. They're going to go after fucking bolt guns. But,
yeah, right.
I mean, it's the damn ridiculous.
Well, they're going to do that anyway.
Eventually.
So, they're going to do that anyway. Yeah.
Well,
They're going to get a big, fat fucking nothing. You know?
So, what bothers me is exactly what you're saying, Hunter. When these companies and individuals want to go mainstream, all of a sudden they back off. Black Rifle Coffee. Excuse me. Is it Black Rifle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Rifle Coffee was one of them.
Was that?
And they sold out.
Yeah.
And their fanboys love them to death because they made funny movies. And I'm like, you're turds. So, and again, I'm in this space. You know, I'm at SHOT Show. I'm at these things. And they're like, oh, I don't care. I don't care.
Yep.
They're part of that crew. Understand, there's Second Amendment advocates, and then there's people that benefit off the work done by others. And those are the beneficiaries. They add nothing to it. Fuck your gear. Fuck your coffee. Fuck you. I'd rather work with companies that are actually pro 2A, put their money where their mouth is. And that bro shit means absolutely nothing to me.
I have no grounds to disagree with you on that at all. I hate the backpedaling of those that find themselves seeking more fame and fortune. You know what it's just like? It's just like fucking Metallica when they wanted to get on the radio and they made the fucking Black Album, which sounded like 6 fucking dudes blowing into a douchebag, and it hit the radio and they made $1 zillion. But they fucking sold out. You know, now I'm stupid. I'm a stupid old country boy. But when I close my eyes at night, I got to feel good about what I've done during the day. You know, and if I were to sell out my principles, I don't give a fuck how many dump truck loads of $100 bills they've just dumped in my front yard. That's only going to go so far. That's only going to buy you so much blowing hookers before you're bored with that. And then now here comes your conscience. And you drink yourself to death. And next thing you know, you're broke and you're in gay porn. And you fucking deserve it.
So I'm not going to bother. Well, here's the thing. The Black Album is the thing that got me into Metallica. That was my first step. So I got introduced to Metallica through the Black Album by another brother in the Corps. And they were like, yo, you need to check this out. And I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. Hold on. So I listened to the Black. Remember, I listened to AC/DC as a kid, mainly because I like big balls. Who's got the biggest balls of them all? Hilarious. AC/DC. That was my entrance. So then, nothing after that, really. And I'm overseas, and my boy was like, yo, you got to check this out. And I listened to it. I'm like, yo, this is freaking awesome. So I got into Metallica, and then I discovered their older stuff, and I'm like, yo, yo. So it was I think, and you might I've heard people say they sold out, and of course Lars's answer is we sold out stadiums. I understand, but it did open them up to a whole new audience, and then that brought me into Metallica. And the older stuff, and then when they did the live album with the orchestra, I thought that was just totally different, totally awesome. I bought the DVD, and then some of the covers they did. Remember the covers of the old song with "Whiskey in the Jar" and all that.
Oh,
I just love Metallica stuff. Oh,
the first time I heard the Black Album, I developed anal leakage. It was that bad. Like I had to go to the sick call and get a government-issued butt plug temporarily sewed into my colon, so I didn't fucking anal leak to death. You ever seen?
Again, I'm just gonna go FUD.
Have you ever seen a government issued butt plug? It doesn't slope. It's like a rhombus. Okay, lowest fucking bidder. That's what you did to me, Tony. That's your fault. Not gonna forgive you.
Oh my god.
What years were you in, dude?
Sir?
What years were you in the Corps?
92 to 96.
Oh, your boot ass bitch ass. Shut up.
Man, I got out as I was a corporal for 5 days. 5 days.
5 days. 5 days. That's the whole
5
story.
days.
Bro.
Yeah.
I was actually, when you counted that I was Lance Corporal of the Marine Corps, dude, I never got busted.
Oh.
And I was a Lance Corporal for over 48 months.
I got busted. But fortunately, I got busted. I remember Gunny pulled me in and go, "You didn't get your fucking corporal chevron sewed on your blues, did you?" "No, sir." "Good. Don't."
Nice. Nice.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude. I hit the Corps at the right/wrong time. Like, I came in, I was in the aviation, I was in air wing.
Oh,
Came
awesome.
in, computer program. Nope. I was actually overseas. I was in Iwakuni, Japan. I was stationed there for 2 years. Then I came back and I was down in New River. But I'd hit it just the right point to get in. And right before, like, my cutting score was like 50 points or less. I was like, man, I'm going to nail corporal next time. They got rid of like 4 airframes in the Marine Corps and just crossed over people, and it was done. It was just done. They got rid of like 4 airplanes. They got rid of the OV-10 Bronco, the F-4, what else? A-6, and something else. They got rid of 4 freaking airframes, and they had to do something with the people when they don't have the planes anymore.
Yeah.
And they brought them over into my MOS, and it was just over because everybody wanted to get into computers at that time. So, done.
I went in open contract. Don't do that.
Wow. Why didn't you just say that? That's why you were suffering from anal leakage. The core ran up in that ass. That's what that was.
You know what they assigned me? Motor transport.
There you go. Motor T, baby.
That was fucking awful. It was awful. I did it for like 2.5 years, and I went to my maintenance chief. And I'm like, look, man, I'm in the wrong hole. I can't do this. I get one more lap full of gear oil out of a fucking 5-ton. I'm going to lose my fucking mind. So I started doing rifle coaching.
All right, cool. Oh, so you went to the range?
Yeah, and I was way, way gooder at that.
Way gooder.
Nice.
And I got out. I'll tell you why I got out. Fucking a lot of black people got into the Marines. And I'm like, it's not my scene no more, I mean, when I went in, it was white folks galore. We had fucking, and then I'm like, call these black folks. And it's
you're so full of shit.
Hey, now hold on, Tony. Before you think I'm racist, I'm not racist, but I am pissed off with black folks a lot. Because I'm fitting to tell you. Because we'd go to the field, for 8, 10, 12, 15 days and train. You come back and everybody showers together. You understand? And I'm like proud of the 4-inch killer. Fuck y'all. I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. I told the career jammer I want out because my ding dong's a little. Medically,
well, if you didn't want to be,
oh my god.
Well, if you didn't want to be around black people taking a shower, you should have just became the swim coach.
I'm not swimming either, though, brother.
Oh my god!
Drowned.
Dude, my wife was like, "Well, you were in the Marine Corps, right? They taught you to swim." I'm like, One, I knew how to swim before I got in the Corps, but the Marine Corps calls it drown proofing. That tells you how much interest they have in making that shit fun.
They're like,
They call it drown proofing.
if you pack your Alice pack really tight, it'll float. And I'm like, are you sure? It's full of fucking clothes. It'll float. Are you sure? Fuck. Here's a great big heavy rubber gun. Heavy. Can I just get mine? It's like right here. Because
it weighs less.
It's this fucking piece of shit. Yeah.
Here's your helmet. Here's your helmet. Here's a bruh.
Yeah. And they're like,
teach you how to swim.
And they're like, okay, hit the showers. And I'm like, fuck. Traumatized again.
I just remember because they made you jump off the friggin' tower. It was simulated jumping off the side of a ship.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
In full gear.
That was the first time
then you had to,
my asshole inverted.
It should.
It was like a little rosebud, you know.
Dave, you got to think about it, bro. All I did was swim in the pool. You know what I mean? And, you know, your feet touch the bottom or whatever if you get tired. No, full fucking kit, full boots, full everything, Kevlar helmet, freaking backpack, goddamn rifle. Jump in this bitch and swim to the other side of the Olympic pool. You got to take your pack off. You got to do all that shit. You got to take your trousers and put it around your neck. There's a flotation device, all that bullshit.
You got to tie your
and I'm like,
up and put air in it. Yeah.
Popping air in it.
I'm like, come on,
and
man.
Like,
and
this I'm simulates
like,
if you're.
You motherfuckers can put a man on the moon. Okay. I just want a blinky light and send some fucking helo in to get me. I ain't making no life preserver out of my britches. Fuck.
And they like, I still remember this shit. They were like, it's simulating if your shit gets hit, your landing craft goes down. Being a Marine, you got to complete the mission and get to shore and continue to fight. And I'm like, they blew up the fucking boat. I'm done. You won today. Tomorrow we might do some shit, but today I'm taking a mental health day. I'm rethinking this whole joining the Marine Corps thing.
Those motherfuckers just blew my boat up. I'd be like, I tell you where the staff sergeant is. I don't even like him.
I'm like, they blew up the fucking boat, bro.
What am I gonna do with an M16A2 full of water with a magazine? Oh,
drenched and exhausted.
Yeah. I'm gonna swim 9 miles to this island and set this A2 up as a beachhead and start shooting down jets that's blowing battleships out of the fucking perfectly reasonable scenario.
I was like, wow, because I can see the other side.
I'd have cut my damn britches off and practiced my Jamaican accent. I'm from here, Mom.
So they're looking through the binoculars and they go, shit, we only hit the boat. Now we got 150 Marines swimming in from a half mile out. We're in trouble now.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. They're loose. We broke the cage. Wait till they swim for 9 hours to the shore and regroup.
They're really going to be pissed. They're really going to be pissed.
I need 4 days worth of sleep and 9,000 calories.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, dude.
I know.
It just... listen, I love the Corps, especially after I got out.
Shit. But you know, and there's something else I got. And I tell you what got me in the most fucking trouble. Oh, I hate to share this. I was sucking this guy's. No, I just.
Here we go. Okay.
So,
What's the segue here into?
So you get your MOS like a couple weeks before you graduate. And so I got hit with third echelon mechanic, motor transport. And I was busted up. I was like, man, fuck. Anywho. So we go on this fucking stupid ass hump. And it's like 12 or 14 fucking miles. And even still, we're closing in 2 weeks to graduation. The DI they're still fucking with you. You know, and I was short, they stack you up tall to short. So I don't give a fuck what squad I was in. I was always in the back. And there was this motherfucking monster that crawled out of some fucking abyssal Dr. Seuss book, Sergeant Caldwell. And his fucking arms were almost as big as my house. And that motherfucker fucked with me relentlessly. Oh my God. And I remember we had been walking for hours and hours, and I was hungry, and I had to piss, and my feet hurt. And Sergeant Caldwell started kicking the bottom of my feet. Pick them up, set them down. Pick them up, set them down. And I was at the breaking point, and I'm like, I turned around, I was like, I'm going into fucking motor transport, so I'm riding everywhere. Why in the fuck have I got to keep walking?
Woo!
Yeah. And then,
How'd that work out?
And well, I tell you what he goes, you know what, Elliot? You're exactly right. I'm sorry. No. That motherfucker beat the hell out of me in front of everyone.
Okay.
They're like, platoon, halt. Sergeant Cole was like, watch me kick this white boy's ass for a while. And he did. Like it was his fucking job. You know, I couldn't wait to walk. I'm like, fuck it. I am reborn hard, motherfucker. I'll walk. If you just will stop putting your fucking boots on me.
That motherfucker walked and dropped a ring in the volcano. That's how much that motherfucker walked.
I thought I had been hit before, you know, because we got hit on, you know, but I ain't never in my life been hit like that. He hit me in the chest, and I guarantee you, my fucking daddy woke up out of breath. But you know what I never ever did? I never mouthed off to that motherfucker again. But I thought, I was like, I hope you die, you son of a bitch. But I wouldn't ever say it. Woo!
Oh, dude, that is fucking hilarious. Because 100%, those humps, man, they were rough. And luckily, I was a squad leader, so I was out front, and I'm 6'2", so.
Oh, so yeah, you were in the front.
But here's the thing: the dudes that dropped out, they made us carry their packs.
Oh, shit.
So I had one on my back, one on my front, and I had 3 rifles. Plus mine.
Shit. I fell out.
And at that time, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
So I went into the Marine Corps boot camp at 235 as a lineman, high school football player. By that time, I was weighed about 125 pounds. I dropped 110 pounds in boot camp of muscle, fat, and everything. And I had two Alice packs full of shit and 3 rifles. And I was in the lead as a squad leader.
God.
I was like, and I was humping and I zoned in. I still remember it. My not my senior drill instructor. You know the hard hat? Or what do they call the dickhead?
Yeah.
The asshole. There's always an asshole. There's always a heel. They do it intentionally.
So you had your senior drill instructor who was, you know, he was like 90% cocksucker. But then you had the heavy, and he was 1,400% piece of shit motherfucking bastard. Yeah, that was called.
So they had us humping, and I was behind him. And he was talking mad shit. Gotta step it up, soft. And I just locked in. And I started speeding up to the point I was kicking the bottom of his boots as he was marching. Like, get out of my fucking way. Dude, I was on his ass. And he couldn't do it. He had to actually fall back and go yell at somebody in the back for slowing down. And I didn't slow shit. I fucking snapped. I had his bullshit. And he looked back. And I got rifles over my back, a pack on my front, and I'm locked in. And he was like,
yeah. Well, you know, the moment you graduate Paris Island, the drill instructors changed, right? They were decent.
Right there.
So I had wrote my father about Sergeant Caldwell and how he was, you know, just venting. And then so my dad was a Marine in 59. And he was section chief for a 155 howitzer. So he goes, well, I'm gonna go introduce myself to him. And like my mom went to Staff Sergeant Pless was my same. He hugged my mama's neck, and I'm like, what the fuck? That son of a bitch. Hey, my daddy walked up and introduced himself. He said, my name's Ronnie Elliott. I'm Hunter Elliott's daddy. I come over here to meet you. He's like, your son's a piece of shit, and fucking walked off.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn. Fucking walked off the parade deck.
Wow. That's different.
He was
my drill instructor threatened my life. My drill instructor threatened my life. And here's the thing. My dad was scary. My dad was scarier than any of them. My dad used to beat my ass for sport. My dad was 6'6", about 275.
Jesus.
So one, drill instructor didn't intimidate me at all. And one of them, he's Taekwondo. I'm like, so. So he tried to intimidate me one day. And I just looked him dead in the eye, which you're not supposed to do. I looked him dead in the eye. And he was like, oh, and I'm like, I just did that. My senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Ingram, had to physically throw himself between that dude and me, and I still didn't flinch. And I looked him dead in the eye.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, I've had my ass hit. I've been beat by somebody that's really good at it.
Yeah, I get you. Their enthusiasm for hitting you was just, there was a part of me that was very impressed, but it was the only part that wasn't bruised. I'm like, come on, man. I volunteered, motherfucker. Do I get a little bit of slack?
Not at all.
And they would get Javi and fucking Hunter. We're gonna do a 10-mile boots and utes this morning. You know what? I'm going to sick call. And they're like, no. I'm like, no, you're not supposed to refuse me a sick call. I never heard you say it.
Yep.
And then like you're in 2 months or 3 months, and the first lieutenant comes in and you interview. Are you treated okay? Do you get enough sleep? Are they feeding you? Call was like, hey, I know exactly what they tell you. If you fucking tell them what I've done to you, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to stab you in the heart with my K-bar while you're fucking sleeping. And I'm going to tell your mama you run off in the swamp. And
they talk much shit.
And he was telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That first lieutenant was like, are you having a good time? I'm like, fuck yeah, I love it. It's great. He is so great. When does he get promoted? Yeah.
I love the fact that we've just taken over Dave's poor little podcast. Only 7 people.
I'm sorry.
That's fucking great.
It's just hilarious.
If you didn't think I didn't know what I was getting to having the two of you on here together, considering how many years I've known both of you and I've not had you two meet in person, I don't know how the fuck that hasn't happened. Yeah, I know exactly.
Because I'm like, hey, Dave, I don't want to be around a lot of black folks. I'm traumatized. Tony, you understand?
Oh, I totally understand.
Look, if you could just ease into it and not traumatize me like that, you fucking bastard. That's why, Dave. You see how they're all the same. They make fun of me because I can't help it.
That's why Hunter grew the beard out. That's why Hunter grew the beard out to cover the stretch marks around his mouth and all the brothers he serviced in the Corps.
How you think I stayed alive? I got 5 little black babies here in the house. Well, they half black and half redneck.
5 holding 4 fingers. 5
you ought to see it. They too lazy to steal.
Nice. Welcome to the Bearded Man Podcast. Please tune in next week.
Oh,
how you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, dude.
And don't be fooled too. Hunter's doing the whole bald part as well before long.
Yeah, I got
holding on to it.
I look tough. I got my fucking fuck with me. I'll show you my little dick.
No, I seen them early Hunter things when he didn't have a head cover on.
Yeah. Hey. And then
you trolled the shit out of it. You trolled the shit out of Hunter. What you're selling? Tell me.
I had to get on the fucking ED pill. Man.
So my first video that I watched at Hunter was his talking about Kimber because I'm looking at it.
The why he hates
That was
Kimber
the
video.
first. Yep,
Okay.
that was the one. That was the first one, and I was
Wow.
like, well, that is freaking different. Finally, because my whole issue with Kimber is, yeah, it's pretty.
They're
Does
cords.
it work? Yeah. Congratulations, you bought an expensive, pretty gun that don't do shit.
Right.
Because I was at a. This is when I first became an instructor, and I'm out there and I'm shooting, and I'm shooting my high point. Now I did it at 100 again. I shot a 7-round group, and I was able to go from bullet hole to bullet hole, and I got it on my YouTube channel. You can look it the fuck up
All right, hold
because
on.
it's the most boring shit.
Well, hold on. I'm clicked off on another tab, Tony. Not interrupt you, but what's your YouTube channel?
Mr. TL Simon, isn't that it? Yeah, MRTLSIMON.
Well, TLS.
SIMON.
A little slower. I'm from here. MR.
SIMON.
Fuck. Hold on. I done fucked this up.
Don't worry about it.
MRTL. That's your cue.
SIMON.
SIMON.
That should take you directly to it rather than Simon Says Train, which is the name of it, but that's the email thing. Right?
Oh, okay.
So, or just type in Simon Says Train. It's there, whatever.
Okay.
You got to go down forever. But I actually video myself from beginning to end shooting this thing, and I had to do it through the ceasefire and everything. So that's why it's so fucking long. I had to time it to right before they shut down, the ceasefire, fire all 10 rounds, and then walk out and check it out. And what happened is I pulled off the side of the target. My group was on the left hand, so I was pulling to the left. But at 100 yards, I'm not seeing 40 caliber holes.
Right.
So I fired them one after the other. I didn't have a spotting scope or anything. And then I walked it out. My fat ass walking out 100 yards, breathing like a Brahma bull. But I wanted the proof that, yes, I shot this at 100 yards, and I'm walking out to it, and I'm showing you the target. And I shot a group. Yep, here it is. Firing a high point pistol at 100 yards. 3,300 views 11 years ago.
That's fucking great.
And when people... So I did that, and then there's a guy there with a Kimber. I don't know which fucking Kimber it was. Whatever. And he was like, would you like to shoot the Kimber? Well, this is the early years, and this is when I'm loving shooting everything. I pull the trigger on everything. I don't care.
Sure.
And I'm shooting at 50 with this thing, and the group size is twice as big as me shooting at the 100 with a high point. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with this?
Dude, I'm going to tell you what.
50, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, Tony, I promise you, everything in that video was God's honest. I took that pistol to Tom Bellevue, very, very well-renowned gunsmith in my area. And he took the barrel out, and he took the finish reamer, and he goes, whoop, and he goes halfway in. And he goes, we need about 6 turns on this chamber, boy. You want to fix it? And I'm like, no, don't fix it. Yeah, it was shit. And it was Aaron Cummings. Now he's with Browning now, I think. And he was, and I called him. I'm like, hey, look here, man, send it back and fix it. And I got the gun back, and it's a different serial number. And it started generating failures within 50 rounds. What do? You got to walk that line and keep the Kawakas of the world satisfied with your content, but you also can't bullshit them. So I wrote the review, and they fucking hammered me. They emailed my publisher. They're like, you ain't getting another fucking Kimber. And I got a bunch of shit out. I'm like, fuck, the gun didn't work. What do you even do?
Right.
Why?
Yeah. Not being a shill, and that's what they do. They fucking freak out like that.
So that's my thing. Is like, you know me. I mean, when I created my channel, I used my name because I don't want to hide behind nothing. I don't want to have no weirdness. Tony said this, and either I change my mind, or I'm wrong, or I learn better, or I stand beside what I stand beside, and I take the hits. I don't care either way because I'm a grown ass man, and if
Right.
I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'm looking at it, and I'm going, no, people depend on my word. They trust what I say because they've heard what I said over a period of time. Why would I lie to them for what? A free pistol? Go fuck yourself. The amount of money I spent just getting a shot show, I could buy almost anybody's pistol. All right.
Tony, I'm having a hard time finding your channel. I don't know.
Oh, here, Hunter.
Okay.
I got it. Here, I'll put it in the. If you can't understand, Hunter, we have our own little chat thing in here.
Yeah, can you do that? I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I want to find and watch your shit.
There, Hunter.
Oh, fucking! Why didn't you do that to begin with? You fucking mook.
It took me a minute to pull it up, dude. So fuck you.
Oh, all right. Ooh.
Yeah. No,
I'm looking at it now.
I don't trash cameras that much because every time any of my friends have had one, anything that I've shot, they've already gutted the things with Wilson combat parts. No bullshit. So at that point, every camera I shot great. I've shot one factory camera to any recollection. A buddy a couple years ago, he bought a 10 mil one. We shot it on the range and it shot fine, but then he kind of got bit by the HK bug and he sold it and bought a bunch of HKs. No bullshit.
Well, that is an upgrade.
Of course, you find that acceptable.
It ain't no Cole.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Here we go. And we're circling back.
Well, I can't help it. Them boys at Colt been good to me over the years, man. And I bleed Colt blue. I swear. I mean, they're a bunch of damn Yankees up there, but I love them. So I can't help it.
It's fine, buddy. All right. Well,
so
go ahead. Doug,
I looked at one of my videos. I looked at one of my videos because a couple videos after this video, again, this is 11 years ago, when I was talking about using the airsoft to train.
Sure.
With your real firearms, from everything from trigger pull, sideline, sight picture, all that stuff, even weapons manipulation with a, just going through the motions of loading correctly, loading quickly, doing all. That was 11 years ago, and we caught a bunch of shit. What kind of firearms instructor are you telling people to use airsoft as bull? And I'm like,
but now it's
everything but the bang. Yep, exactly.
It's in vogue.
And then when I was telling people about 1911s, I'm like, 1911s are solid guns to use for new people because there's a lot going on. It is an expert's gun in one way, but in another way, if you train someone to use it from the get-go, because a whole bunch of people go, oh, you should give them the Glock 19. Glock 19 is fine. But if it's a person that wants a safety and needs a safety because they convince themselves that an external safety is something that makes sense, a 9mm 1911 is a good start for someone like that. But they got to put in the work, and they also have to make sure it's lubed in oil. And again, a GI type 1911, it's fine for most people unless you have excessive hammer back because of big ass hands. And that just take all the fun out of it if I'm bleeding every magazine. And that's what was happening with me. But I'm like, there's things you can put on it. I'm just saying it's a good option, and it's not only an expert's gun, because that's the dumbest shit. You got 5 generations of Americans that got issued this gun, and many of them is the first time they shot a handgun.
Right.
So miss me with that bullshit. And now all of a sudden 2011s are the thing, and they're all going, yeah, but it's totally different. I'm like, nothing's new about that. It uses a double stack. It uses a 9mm that was invented in 1903, a double stack magazine that was invented in 1935, and then using the 1911. If John Moses Browning came back to life, motherfuckers would owe him a check.
Right? Like for real.
Promise. And he would pick it up and go, yeah, I recognize this. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, John Moses Browning would walk in, look at it, and go, so y'all done nothing since I've been gone.
Look, all my shit's still being used in every fucking
That's what I figured.
You pull up in a freaking M1 Bradley, and he looks at, I mean, not Bradley, M1 Abrams, and goes, "Still got my machine gun on it now."
Yes, my dudes up there. Give her a hug for me.
Still better. Nope. No, sir. We have
And he
not.
was like, John was like, "I had better shit drawn up. I just died. Hold on."
Right. Imagine if he'd have made it through like Einstein, he got another 25 years out of it. We'd be
Who knows?
Stoner as well.
we'd be reviewing fucking ray guns right now.
Right?
Who? I don't know, because it's like, well, I'm like, bro, he invented this shit. It's
Right.
not like he had some. It was like before him, it was the Borchardt. It was the Borchardt and that fucking piece of shit Savage thing that looks weird, like it dispenses toothpaste.
It had the rigid with the thick barrel. Yeah. And you had that
It's
you had
like-
the German Luger with the toggle.
Mhm.
It looked like it was doing the worm, which, you know, you see how well that worked out for the Germans.
Right.
Get the fuck out of them.
It's cool for nostalgia. That's about it.
and I'm looking at all the stuff that was prior to him, or even in his time frame, and he came up with the 1911. Oh, it was a lot of iterations from 1903 to 1910. He had like a couple every year, and you just got to the 1911 and was like, boom, this is it. And a lot of the shit the Army asked for. You know what I mean? He wouldn't have had some of that stuff on himself. So what was it? The thumb safety? He was like, you don't need one?
So that's the thing. And a lot of people don't get when the 1911 was initially developed, it had no fucking thumb safety.
Yep.
And I did a video on the 1911 was not designed around condition 1.
Yep.
And people have a fucking come apart watching it. My buddy John Travis, 1911 tuner, wrote this article for me. It's the evolution of the 1911 in pictures. And it's every iteration. And I don't know if you ever heard of John Travis, the 1911 tuner, but the man, I mean, he's right up there with Jerry Kuhnhausen as far as understanding the mechanical nuances of that particular platform.
Is that article still up on your page?
Correct. And it's a good one.
Okay, I just posted in. Yeah, it's from 9 years ago. You detail strip with John Travis.
Uh-oh. Maybe I did I link the wrong one?
Oh, I didn't even look at that. No, I was just pulling up stuff on my own.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was doing too. And I was like, oh shit, you did put it in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm following your lead there, Big Dave. Kawaka.
Good job, man. You're evolving. Good for you.
What does the 47 mean, by the by?
Long story.
So that screams to me not interesting.
To you, probably not.
Well, fucking. That must be your BFF.
I've seen a lot of these iterations. I'm familiar with them. Yeah, I completely forgot the law didn't have the thumb safety. Like I totally forgot that shit. Damn.
You know,
so I like. Go ahead.
Tony, I keep my mouth shut a lot. You know, I go to a lot of gun stores and a lot of gun shows, and I realize I don't run my mouth because there's a lot of people out there that do a whole lot more than I do. So I keep my mouth closed a lot. You can learn a lot more by listening than you can talking. Unless you're on the Dave's podcast, which it's a lot. And so, you know, I walk by these guys and fuck, I'm going to generate a little bit of, and they're like, I carry my 1911 in condition 1, which is fine. That's how I carry it. That's how John Browning attended it. And I go, hey, man, not true. Fuck yeah, cocked and locked and ready to rock, baby. That's how John Browning designed a gun to run. Not true. Well, yeah, fucking thumb safety. 1911 had no thumb safety. Army sent him a little pigeon carrier message. Hey, man, you know, we got mounted cavalry here, and they might need to gain control of their horse with one or both hands. So we want them to be able to safely put that gun in a holster. Can you provide us with the means to do so? And that is what the thumb safety is for. So that mounted cavalryman can snap that thumb safety on and holster and gain control of his horse. John Browning designed that gun to be carried however how in the fuck the military wanted. But theoretically, it can be carried in condition 1, 2, or 3 safely.
I mean, it's funny. It makes sense. I never thought about it like that, because you think you're going from single action army revolvers, which as soon as you draw it, what are you doing?
Pulling the trigger.
Like cock and hammer.
And the cock and a hammer. Yep.
Cock and hammer. So with early 1911 designs, I mean, completely makes sense. You know,
It had the spur hammer for a reason.
And
It looked like it did for a reason.
right.
It's got serrations on it, don't it? Why in the fuck would they put serrations on it? I was like, hey, you know what we should do? We should take up more machine time. Tony, I got to Dave, can we take 5 or 6 more minutes?
Sure, go for it.
All right. Tony, I got to tell you a story. You're going to appreciate this, because I was at Gunsight a number of years ago, right? And I brought my girlfriend, Allison, before Candy. Now, I'm sure I'm not the instructor you are, but I teach some, no, I'm being earnest, because I don't do it professionally, but I teach some people how to shoot. And I was taught and learned how to reload a 1911. You come back in your 1x1 workspace, fresh mag, thumb down to slide release. And that's how I taught Allison to shoot. We were on the firing line at Gunsight at a Colt event. Allison runs the gun dry, comes back to her workspace, drops the magazine, fresh mag, thumbs the slide release down. And motherfuckers lose their mind. And so they start rushing her. No, stop. Now, you understand, you're on a live firing line. You got 6 or 8 old dudes running.
Story.
Not from Gunsight, but around.
Jeez.
No,
Oh, wow.
So Allison, thinking something, she sets the gun down and backs away like it's going to get ready to blow up. And she's like, what the fuck? And they're like, you don't ever fucking reload your 1911 from slide lock with a thumb safe.
Oh, my God.
And here's the deal. If anybody ever says that never happened, now, when that happened, I rushed the table and I bumped my camera. So it filmed the dirt, but I have the audio. And I'm like, whoa, motherfucker, what in the fuck are you doing? And one of Wayne Novak's boys come up. Yeah, I ain't bullshitting you. And he's like, that's not how you reload a 1911 from slide lock. And I looked at him and I'm like, are you fucking drunk? Are you stupid? Under no circumstances do you rush the fucking firing line, flailing around, screaming, cease fire. That's bullshit. You freak my old lady out, so I ain't getting no leg tonight. So you're going to have to come. And so we're not doing this, man. And so I hate to even tell you this, because you're going to look at me like I'm speaking Greek. But he said, when you thumb the slide release down, it accelerates wear on the notch that the slide release index is on an empty magazine.
I can believe old Fudd saying that shit.
And I said, but when the fucking gun is empty and the slide release crashes into it to stop it forward motion, that's fine.
Yeah, there's so much fudge shit with 1911s like that. That's not even fucking funny, because they're afraid to hurt their delicate little. I can't even say the gun. It's their delicate little sensibilities that they've ingrained in themselves. It's a fucking tool.
I scooped the pistol up and I said, hey, fucking genius soldier, there's serrations right here on the fucking slide release. There's 4 of them. I can see it. Why you reckon they made them? Then they go, you know what we should do? We should add another step. I said it would be infinitely easier to do like Glock does and make it flat. Now, Glock gives you the option. If you want to, you can buy, for not a lot of money, a Glock slide release with a nub on it to drop the slide. I'm like, but this motherfucker's got serrations on it for a reason. They don't do that for aesthetics. And I got into a fucking heated argument to where my buddy had to come over and get me. And so Mark Riddle, the pro shooter with Colt, was there watching all this with great amusement. Fuck Mark Riddle. I love him. And so they go to Mark and they're like, hey, you're the pro shooter for Colt, Mark. Why don't you weigh in on this? You know, what do? You know you don't fucking – you always do the slingshot, right? And Riddle goes, no, I always come back in my workspace. And he's like, as you're punching out, your thumb is right there. Like, it was designed. And, man, it was a fucking big brouhaha.
Yeah.
And the funny thing now is
thumb's right there. Or
It's
you can
right,
go.
I mean,
that's why design. Thumbs right there.
Yeah.
Ray Charles can
Right
see
there.
that's how that gun's meant to run.
Well, I'm going to say for the most part, Hunter, I think a lot of that truly has died off. It's still there. I'm not saying it's completely gone. But now, I will say, now, like Tony likes to joke and say, the 2011 looking so new and amazing. And he fucking knew. What now the difference you run into
Nothing
is
about it.
not with the Prodigy, because the Prodigy locks back on empty. How many 2011s they don't lock back on empty at all because those guys are going, I don't want to slide like reload. I'm reloading before my gun is even empty. And it's like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's realistic. That's realistic.
Yeah.
Now, I know
In
that
no way.
when I'm in my
Right.
now, I've been in 714 firefights when I was a Ranger SEAL through MARSOC. Tony, you've never heard of this because it's top classified secret.
Right.
But we learned how to count our ammo and our breath.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So all you neophytes, you don't understand. But I would run the gun till there was one left in the pipe, and I knew.
Then I would change my mag, just like on my AR too.
Intuitive. And then you load and get back at it. Never miss a beat. But like I taught the real John Wick. But I understand y'all probably don't understand. So
Yeah.
And I would never drop it in the dirt, by the way. I'd never drop my empty mag in the dirt because you don't. You just take it out.
look, I dropped my gun in the dirt today. Actually, that's not true. I dropped Dave's gun in the dirt today.
What, the high point?
I threw that HB-15 in the pond.
Whoops.
Not whoops.
You got to get me one, Dave.
I was like, hey, Dave. I was like,
well, but you want a particular fashion. I'm working on that.
What's that?
Yes, sir.
But okay, again, because you're in Jersey, I always forget. It's pointless. I talked myself. I was recording it still, but the full 16-inch gun's okay though in Jersey, or no? You need a very
full 16-inch gun is okay.
Okay.
The only thing I have to do is we take off the count. Excuse me.
The muzzle device.
The A2 muzzle device, yeah, and put on a count. And they'll pin and weld it at the shop.
They'll pin it. Okay.
I already talked to them. Yeah, they'll take care of it.
Okay. Hey, Tony, have you ever thought about moving to America?
Nope.
Jesus.
Every goddamn day, bro.
Well, what's the hole up? I know you got money. Man wears a shirt like that ain't broke.
So, what do you call it? I work for the state. I need permission to move out of the state, but my fight's in the state. That's where the fight is. That we're going to take the courts.
You in New Jersey?
Free states. Yeah, free states don't have to worry about Supreme Court cases. We do. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a magazine thing right now. We're doing the handgun a month thing. We're going after the 18-year-old. Like, we have 4 different lawsuits coming out of Jersey right now.
Wait, y'all.
Oh, and a suppressor lawsuit.
Buy a gun a month. That's a little. I mean, I'm all right with that, but fuck, what if you ain't got the money? Damn, they're gonna pass. You gotta buy a gun a month. I don't think that's constitutional unless the state's funding it. Which up here in North Carolina, you gotta buy a gun a month, and the ones you can't afford.
Oh,
All right.
oh, that's the greatest. That is, I live in a free state. I gotta buy a gun. What if I live in that?
You bet a lot of high points in. Fuck.
I mean,
Oh,
do you know where
that was the greatest, bro.
Tony? Do you know where
What was that?
Baskin Ridge, New Jersey?
Yeah.
You know, I dated a
Yep.
girl from there.
God damn.
Crazy.
They let you there?
Huh?
They let you there?
No. She moved here. We eat up with Yankees
Okay.
here. But that's where she was from. Real pretty. Man, she could fucking throw it on you like a damn wild animal. But my God, she was to eat up.
I thought when you said real pretty, I thought you were being facetious. Like it was
No,
easy
I'm
to
serious.
say.
Listen, I've been to Baskin Ridge, and my buddy got a bluegrass band, and they went to Baskin Ridge and played a damn bluegrass show in Baskin Ridge amongst them. And I got yard hugging drunk with a pile of them Yankees. And we had a good time.
It's a very expensive place.
Is it?
Ridge.
I
Oh, they
remember
got money.
going into a place. Look here. I remember going into a store. Now, you understand I'm from here, and I said, I walked into a what I thought was a biscuit joint. But y'all ain't got biscuits up there. You got bagels.
Bagels.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that is. And I was like, I like a country ham and egg biscuit with grits and tea.
I don't know what grits are.
And the lady was like,
Oh my God! Did you get? Oh,
I got-
go ahead, sir.
I got a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese, which was, I mean, it was better than a sharp stick in the eye, but it won't no country ham biscuit.
You're so damn particular.
Man,
Bro,
I got kind of
no.
fried something or another, and a glass of unsweet tea and a handful of sweet and low, which I commenced to pour out in the parking lot. And I looked at that girl that I was dating. I said, I will never come back here. And if we're still dating and you want to move back, fuck you. We're done. I'm telling you right now. Y'all can have it.
This kind of sounds like taking you to Korean barbecue in Vegas.
No, bruh. They can't do ham. They cannot do ham up here in Jersey. It's horrible. It's the most bland, goddamn Dietz and Watson, freaking high school lunch meat shit.
Yeah.
As somebody who was born and raised in the country on country, hey, you are not getting that shit up here.
So Tony, you eat soul food like collard greens, and fried okra, and all that shit. Okay, so imagine if that's all you know: collard greens and fried okra and country ham hocks and pig's feet. That's all you know. And as far as you know, the whole world eats that. And you go to Baskin Ridge, fucking New Jersey, and get a Taylor ham, egg, and cheese bagel.
I had the same experience because understand, we're from 90 miles from each other or less, where we were both born and raised. So I come up here in 93 after getting out the Corps. Help my parents set up their store. Help my dad and his wife set up the store, the shop. And she was like, hey, I'm bringing in breakfast tomorrow. I'm a country boy. Now, I'm thinking when you see you bringing in breakfast, we're going to have sausage, we're going to have bacon, we're going to have some grits, we're going to have some scrambled eggs, we got some toast or something. I know they ain't going to have biscuits. So I'm figuring, okay. So I walk in, and they got big-ass paper bags. I'm like, what's that?
What the hell's this?
I opened that shit up, and I saw this thing that looked like a donut that was about this big around. It was this big. And I'm like, all right, cool. We got donuts, but I'm looking for breakfast. I'm like, where's the meat? Where's the eggs?
Yeah.
And they had cream cheese over like buckets of it. And the only time I've ever seen cream cheese is when my mama made a cheesecake. So I'm thinking, I guess they're gonna bake or something later.
God damn you!
And
fuckers.
then they had butter sitting there for no fucking reason because I'm holding a
Cream
donut.
cheese.
Right.
Yeah, they got. I'm holding a donut, and I was like, "Well, I don't even drink coffee, so I guess I'll have this water and a donut." And I bite into this
Oh,
plain bagel, and immediately eject that crap out of my mouth. Like,
yeah. What the fuck is this?
what the fuck is this? And she goes, "It's a bagel," and I'm like, "What the frick's a bagel?" And she goes, "It's bread. It's like I don't know." She was like, "You're from the. It's like a Jewish biscuit." And I'm like,
No,
It
it
is a
ain't.
Jewish biscuit.
No fucking ain't.
I was like, this is horrific. I'm like, y'all eat this? How do you eat this? And they proceed to cut one open and smear all this cream cheese on it and eat that coast. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Burger King. Anybody else want anything? And I walked out.
I was so damn hungry. I went in the kitchen and got a piece of loaf bread and made a toothpaste sandwich.
Damn.
Fuck it.
Sorry,
I'm
I
gonna use this damn toothpaste in this piece of bread and eat it.
Oh,
Because that
God.
was the worst.
Oh,
It was hard like a brick bat. They're like, no, you cut it open and you put butter. And I said, don't put butter on it. That's a waste of butter. Let's take that home and put it in grits. It'll be amazing. And then it cream.
man.
And I said,
So
you
what people don't understand, what most people today don't understand if they're young enough, is that food was way more regional when we were growing up. Between the Food Network, the internet, and everything else, and then of course franchises, stuff has spread and gone over. And of course, like you said, the Yankees going down and affecting everything down the South because of the metropolises they create. So they all have to friggin' retire in South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, and they go screw everything up there. Or the government in Virginia and the contractors group. Yep. Oh, keep voting blue. And or the government and the contractors in Virginia. That's what is our infection is from. The government growing in Northern Virginia, and then the contractors over by the Tidewater area. So they bringing all these companies in, and you bringing all these Yankees, and then they bring their food down. So that was into the years 2000s and stuff before you found bagel places in smaller towns. Outside of that, I didn't see one.
Tony, now I'm in rural North Carolina right now. I could drive 15 minutes and get a fucking bagel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I tell you what I do. I go in there every now and again when I feel spicy. I'm like, y'all got country ham biscuits? And the guy with a real thing, we ain't got that shit here. And I said, well, you in the wrong fucking state there, Slick. I have no idea what you're doing here, but I ain't eating this shit. And fucking walk out. But you know what, though? I went on Sunday, and there's a line. There's a line of them standing there just waiting to eat that bold-ass hard bread. And I ride by the old truck, go the fuck home. We full. Sorry.
It sucks, bro. No, because again, I'm from Virginia, so we had an influx. Remember, I left for the Corps '88, and we had the friggin' bullcrap gun control there. And then I left, and somehow it got worse. And then it swung back the other way. So right now, they have more of a pro-gun governor down there. But we had a whole push, 2020, 2019? They were doing the 2A sanctuary cities.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then they would do 2A sanctuary counties. And Virginia was one of the ones that was pushing it statewide. And I saw at my mom's old high school, because remember, back in the day when mom went to school, it was segregated. So it was the black high school. Well, now it's a community center, same high school, but it's community center and they teach classes there, but they also have large meetings there. And that was a large meeting. My county went, yeah, we're 2A sanctuary county. We're not doing any of this bull crap, no matter what the state says. And that was really, really cool because, again, it was a black school. You have black people fighting for their Second Amendment rights, which is something I try to push. I'm like, understand, if you're a Republican, a Democratic lawmaker does not care what you say because you're going to vote Republican regardless. I'm like, you need to start getting Democrats to understand gun control should be, the Second Amendment is apolitical. None of them should be telling you what to do. And you got to do it one at a time. You can't go around calling people libtards and then go, hey, I'm welcoming you to the range, libtard. No, no, and that's not helping.
I mean, you
So
can't.
leave that shit at home. Well, my whole thing is we're trying to grow this thing. We're trying to grow it and get people to vote. I don't care if you don't like purple haired people eaters with nose rings and all that shit. You want them to vote pro 2A. They're not going to vote on all of your policies, but what we're trying to do is make the Second Amendment apolitical or political suicide. We got to show them you can't trust either side. That's what the founding fathers fucking told you. That's why the Second Amendment exists.
They're all
because
fucked.
they knew you couldn't trust them. They were like, look, these are all pieces of shit.
Yeah, they're all
and they weren't all old white men. They weren't all old. They were a bunch of young dudes there, and they hung it out. They went, yeah, I'm signing my name to this piece of paper. I'm not using a nom de bras. I'm not going to fake it. My name is freaking Alexander Hamilton, or who fucking signed? John Hancock. John Hancock signed his name big as fuck. You know why? Because John Hancock actually financed the army with his own money.
Yeah,
he went broke. He went from one of the richest dudes in the colonies destitute at the end of the war because he actually financed payroll for the army. That came out of his personal bank account. These people weren't a bunch of assholes that just wanted to be rich.
Yeah.
Because some of them didn't, and many of them died. Their families were chased out, locked up, died. These people paid. I'm not saying today that you go, oh, that's a great guy. Yeah, he was a slave owner. He was a man of his time. Now, I'm not using that as an excuse because there were people that were anti-slavery at that time. Totally get it.
He was not without imperfections.
Yeah, but motherfuckers want their heroes to be perfect. And I'm like, you understand your hero's a person. The only perfect heroes are fictional.
Right.
They're fictional or you don't know what they did.
Yep.
Martin Luther King Jr., you going to talk about how he cheated on his wife all the time?
Well,
or you leave that alone because it has nothing to do with anything?
Now, hold on, Tony. Let me stop you there. Yeah, he probably did. He probably did. However, in the defense of Dr. King, if you got some fucking super fine ass 19-year-old waving a perfect set of tits in your face, begging you to plow her, and you've been fucking the same old busted titties for 20 years, the fuck are you gonna do? Okay, so we're not judging. If that's true, which we don't know it is, we're not going to judge Dr. King on that. Because any motherfucker with a heartbeat would have done the same damn thing. So don't be a hypocrite. Not you specifically, but that's how I feel about it. Because you know they was throwing a pussy on him left and right. I know what you're doing, you racist bastard. But I mean, come on, right? Yeah, I don't even
a lot of guys
on that shit. Fuck you.
It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because a lot of guys out there go, "Well, I'd never cheat." And it's like, well, you don't have the option, you ugly fucker.
Right.
Some people that do.
Wait if something happens to you and your status changes.
I mean, what is some 19-year-old, 115 pounds with fucking her nipples pointing at the Orion fucking belt, rips her dress off and goes,
throwing herself at you,
me, daddy.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Ain't a man alive. They're gonna realize what happened in the morning when they're eating breakfast.
Hey man, listen, that's what each individual. Me personally, I can't give up what I got because my whole world is wrapped around my wife and my family and sticking but I hooked up with my wife when I was in my 30s, dude. I've already got that crap out of my system more than once. So by the time I made a commitment to my wife, it's like, look, we in this till one of us dies.
I know.
That's it.
I understand where you're coming from. But when people start trying to disparage, the King about maybe straying, I don't want to. I don't want to hear that because 99% of the motherfuckers. And if me and you was sitting in a room and it won't record, you'd be like, fuck yeah, I'd have done it too. So
Well, but I love people that want to take a piece out and not take the whole thing. Like, I don't understand. Martin Luther King Jr. was like 14, 15 when he went to college. All right.
sure,
Yeah.
he was a
He
smart
was a genius. He was a genius. He went to college as a teenager. He hooked up with his wife in college. So fast forward 10 years when you're the most famous brother on the planet with people trying to kill you and people trying to bang you. Understand, his house was bombed with him in it. I mean, that's a level of stress most people don't understand.
Right.
So you have all that, and I'm not saying it's right or whatever, but I'm like, you want to take this
not
piece out
judging
of his life and go, he should have stayed loyal, but you ain't never had a bomb thrown through the window of your house when your family's in it, and no one knows that he's going to be arrested for it.
Tony, I'm gonna tell you what, if he's around and wanted to give me a little ding dong, and fuck, I'd take it. So
Oh,
I
wait a
ain't
minute.
no fucking
What's
fault,
it?
man.
He's drunk and going gay.
All right, you psychos.
I said, Tony, what time is range time? What time is range day tomorrow?
I don't know what time it is, so I'm going to be out front at 7 o'clock because I'm going to catch a bus. At least right now, that's what I think I'm catching. I'm catching a bus to the range.
Well, let's wrap this up. This is holy shit. We've gone for almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. That's mostly Tony's fault.
Hunter.
Oh, 100%.
Hey, hold on. Before you do, Tony, if I type my cell phone number in this chat, would you not call me?
Oh, I'd never call you, but sure, you go ahead, type it in.
All right.
Hey, Dave, send me a text. Hey, Dave, just send me a text.
Yeah,
My phone's over there. Yeah, he'll text me your number, Hunter.
Do
All right.
you know
Hunter,
how
say
to
goodbye.
use this? You don't know how to use this?
Hunter, say goodbye. See you, Tony. Tony, I'll see you tomorrow, sir.
Tony, love you like you're my sister.
Later, gents.